to show up, but begin shortly.
I have undeafened myself.
Hmm?
I have undeafened myself.
Ah, good. We'll need that.
But I need Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't think you need that.
I don't know. A bunch of episodes I realized I've never seen.
What do you need?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
She's watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, like the American television, it loses track real fast. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna grab a
Oh,
phone
wow.
thing to separate Allie and I more audibly.
sounds fine.
I understand.
Hello. What's up?
We're live, so
Oh,
you
you're
know.
live?
Yeah. I mean, it is nearly 6, so Chris just put it on, and he's somehow doing sound work after we're live for some reason.
Christopher,
Okay.
the foam thing's behind the couch.
But where's Boom Crash?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know they're live.
The last thing she said was "ha," so whatever. And as I promised, I just applied the XP because I needed to do it the last moment because I
Oh,
said I would
yeah.
do it the last moment.
I forgot to do that too. Give me one.
Oh my god.
I did it late out of principle. What's your excuse?
I did it late out of irresponsibility.
All
Good
right,
excuse.
it's not an excuse. It's just an explanation.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
actually,
more responsible? Explanation versus excuse?
Being honest with your Could have said a dog ate your homework or something,
Okay.
but you didn't.
Yeah, I'm still very far away from leveling.
Everyone is far away from level.
30. What's the next? What's level 9? Or what's level 9?
God, who knows? I'm just the DM. I don't need to know these things.
It is. Ah, crap. I don't know. It's usually
Why did I-
double, so it's got to be at
Oh.
least.
Why don't I just look at the rules? Let me do that. Okay, level 9 is 48,000.
What's after that?
Yeah, I'm about 11,000 away.
I am 6,000 away.
What?
Mhm.
6,000?
That's not 9,000.
There's no way that could be right.
And 64,000 is level 10. Damn.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say was power level? It's over 1,000.
Yeah.
That's not so much. Right. Kick his ass.
I forgot a guy did that. Back when that website actually had relevance.
Why do you sound so bored? Because it's still not a threat.
To me. Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters. Just revealed the trailer for the Dragon Ball Super Broly, and looks good. Looks really well animated and shit.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We are live.
Okay.
Just as a heads up, we were waiting.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
No, I started it like a little early.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Also, apply your XPs now.
I already
Because
did.
She already did.
Yeah,
No.
no. Like,
Already
we don't talk to
responsible.
Responsible.
I did it that night because I was wired and I didn't want to go to bed.
Ella. But wait, I didn't post it until the next morning.
Oh, then I did it then.
Okay.
Because I took the first 2 days of the week off, so I just used my time on D&D.
Oh. Well, glad to see you's back. So, last time on the Dorkvision stream, the party continued their journey with very few encounters that were random, if I recall, but eventually you all stumbled upon a strange little plot filled with strange myconid fungus people.
Rude ass mushrooms.
Rude-ass mushrooms that had a rude-ass quest for you to go clear out their problem, apparently. Bunch of vegetable, moldy creatures that are known as vegapygmies, so I don't have to keep describing them to describe them. And you guys headed off there, found out that they were not aggressive in any way. They were apparently the victims of the myconids' aggression. So you guys stopped killing them, and
Or so they say. We just stopped killing them because they didn't have any benefit.
that's true, because there wasn't a way through, which is what you mainly needed. So, you guys went back to the myconids' area. They offered their promised reward, but it was a cruel trick. No! And then you promptly
Beat the
killed
shit
them
out
all.
of them.
Although, not without some difficulties of falling asleep and getting paralyzed and all that nonsense.
That didn't happen to anyone.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Glad I missed that.
I'm pretty sure that you were the one that kept getting...
I know.
Okay,
I'm making.
gotcha.
I missed some of it.
Yeah.
But not. Yeah.
You popped in right in time to get paralyzed and whatnot.
Yeah.
I thought you missed most of the paralyzation.
Oh yeah, does anyone want my mace? Because I only took it out of protocol for dibs, but
I already got poison immunity, so it's like I shouldn't use it. Wait, Boom Crash, can you use it? Can you use this?
I don't think so. I am -1 strength.
I mean, I guess if no one else wants it, I could just attune to
Give
it,
it to
and
Grumble.
then
You could also give it to one of the
That's
NPCs to give them a slightly better weapon.
I don't like giving things to them.
Give it to Grumble, Grumble.
It's up to you. Either way, you guys did find that cool spore-infused mace, twisted by the myconid's magic, and then you guys went out into the more open region, which is where we find ourselves now, in the Venom Canyon, the next leg of your journey through the halls of Darganon. Venom Canyon is a tall-walled area where the only traversal is narrow cliff faces and edges along the sides of the walls. Running down the center of this canyon is a river filled with acid, steaming, gross, hissing acid.
Not the fun kind.
Not the fun kind either.
Yeah, no trips to this acid.
Please don't trip into the acid. There should be a guardrail being installed in a few 100,000 years.
Nice. I'm glad this game development is courteous enough to give us hand.
So, I believe I just scrolled back up. I don't think that there were any encounters or anything. I think you guys just went into the next hex, and then I just sort of described your new location. So I don't think you guys need to rest, or I think you guys were about to rest. I think that's what was going on. Does that sound right? Yeah?
I don't know. I'm going along with it
I
though.
think so.
If someone was exhausted, then yes. If not, then
I remember now. My character got exhausted.
Oh, okay. So then we're resting.
Okay. Sounds good.
weak.
So, you guys settle down for a long rest. After you guys had suffered from a bit of exhaustion, the Phantom Steed is dismissed for the time being.
Hey, it doesn't need to be dismissed.
Oh, it doesn't? I thought it just
Well-
lasted 8 hours or something.
Oh, wait, Fine Steed doesn't. Her Phantom Steed might.
Yeah.
I know my summon doesn't actually have to go
I-
away unless it dies.
Yep, that's why I didn't say you unsummoned your lizard.
Sorry. I forgot which one was actually pulling the cart.
It's usually the Phantom Steed, if I recall.
I think the last session though we used the lizard, Mortimer.
Oh yeah, because we had to climb up a vertical
Yep.
surface.
Yes, you did end up doing that. So we can say that the giant lizard is going for now.
Mhm.
Okay. Either way, Mortimer curls up next to Zumasu for the time being. As for the rest of you, let's do a little rest check.
Nothing will go wrong.
Oh, you were
Totally.
right. So we got a natural 20 on herbalism.
Woo!
Did you make
Go,
me my
Rizzo.
drugs?
Drugs.
I want my
I have
drugs.
to recall. Okay, it's a superior healing potion that Rizzo makes during the rest. Apparently, from those myconid mushrooms and whatnot, all of the various things that you had accumulated in that last leg of the maze tunnels, she has finally distilled a powerful antidote of sorts that will seal up wounds and cure up pretty much anything short of a condition.
Okay.
So, you guys have a
We are
potion
up to
superior
3
healing.
superior healing potions in our little store.
Damn. Rizzo's getting it done. The resident herbalist strikes again.
Atta girl.
So, as you guys are like sitting down for this rest, it's a relatively unencountered night. There are no disturbances along your cliff face that you are essentially resting against. But basically, as you guys are sitting down, you guys sort of get to talking, and it sort of comes about as to this question of the acid river. So Grovel just sort of asks Rizzo, "Hey, is there anything that we can do with this acid?" I don't think so. It's just acid. Ostrich chimes in. I have actually heard of this. They say that the acid, it comes from Darganon's stinger. Something that it killed long ago.
Gross.
Oh, that's
Yikes.
interesting. I don't know if that's true, because this is acid, not poison, but thanks for that, Ostrich. I just call the rumors like I hear them. Suddenly, Zumasu, you hear something.
Oh no.
Make a
What should I
perception
roll?
check.
Damn it.
Why do I gotta roll this? Okay. Where's my... I lost myself on the...
You are here.
Found-
You're under me now. There you are.
There we go. Yeah, I don't pay attention to this.
Well, it's not that difficult of a perception check, as it is right next to you.
Oh,
Oh
fun.
shit.
You hear a noise. It sounds like a voice. It says, "You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail.
Okay.
You've got
I'm like,
mail.
oh, excuse me for a second, guys. I just gotta take
mail.
this.
You've got." You take out the scroll.
I wanna make some
sending.
distance between me and them.
Sure. You walk away and start frantically trying to figure out how to shut it the fuck up. You see like this holographic image of God, what was his name?
Cecil?
Cecil's face. And you just sort of open the scroll and it dispels it immediately. But the words start writing in front of you. It's a message from Maria.
Neat.
She tells you, "Hi Zumasu. I hope everything's going well in the Underdark. The fort is looking a lot better. It looks a lot more Aloran now, with our banners flying from the keep and its walls. Finally got the cisterns fixed too. I just wish that they got to that before having us build ballista for the outer walls. I'm very good at making them now, so send me word if you ever need a ballista."
We gotta seed something?
I also made friends with a knight named Jordan during the construction.
Rude.
He reminds me of you. Fighting for justice, like it's his calling. He can't drink like you can, though. Perhaps you can show him the ropes once I earn some leave time in a few months.
What's the guy's name again?
Jordan.
Jordan.
It's written strangely. It's Geordin.
Prob-
Like
Probably
George
a
and
goddamn
Jordan.
elf. Probably a goddamn elf.
Is it a goddamn half elf?
There's no message of it. The message just continues wishing you well and hoping that you guys can see each other soon, and to send her tell once you leave the Underdark.
Okay.
But it sounds like overall they're working on the fort upstairs, as it were, and getting it converted from a hobgoblin fort to a Eloran fort, putting the elven banners back up, creating siege weapons, and fixing up all the infrastructure.
Neat. Okay. You can skip for a second. I'm just gonna write a little note for myself and then write what I want to write back, if that's fine.
Yeah, that's sure. That's sure. That's fine. You can do
Damn it.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, for the rest of you, not much is going on in this time of rest. Is there anything that you guys want to take care of now that you're heading into this new alien region?
Immovable rod, do we still have that within our...
Yes.
Okay. May I hold on to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll delete it from my inventory so you can have it.
Add it into mine.
And I guess I'll give the stick to Grovel.
Oh, thank you. I'm sort of used to this Morningstar here, but maybe we can, and he kind of twirls them both around. Maybe we can do some dual-wielding action. Oh, I dropped it.
Oh my god.
Just ignore that.
I'm gonna just pull it. I'm just gonna just lift it straight up.
Are you sure you want me to have this?
Not anymore.
Well, you don't seem very proficient with it.
Listen, I'm proficient with a mace. Maybe I'll just forget the two-handed thing, though.
That sounds like a great idea. One of the special things about this mace is that it makes you a little bit harder to kill with poison stuff. So, we don't want you to die.
Trust me, if poison was gonna get me, it probably already would've. I got dwarf blood running through my veins. But, I guess a little added protection can't hurt.
Yeah, and if you think of anybody who would be most benefited from this and would be able to actually use it, then we look forward to your advice and counsel.
Sure. Ostric's more into blades, but... yeah, I'll take it, what the heck. I'll have to come up with a cool name for this baby, he says, as he starts, like, swinging it back and forth.
Okay, I'm on.
I'm supposed to be the edge lord.
So, did I lose the mace?
If you want to give it to him, sure. You can keep the button if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the button.
In fact, keep the button so that whenever he makes an attack, I can just sort of use your button.
Press that. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not gonna program it right now.
I'll just remember that his mods are different than mine, probably.
Hell yeah.
As opposed to 0.
I would like to bother Ostrich to see if they're able to help me sort of refashion the immovable rod to look like my smoking pipe.
Oh, that's rad. Okay, I like it.
The best part is if someone tries to steal and I hit the button, it doesn't move. It's like putting a wire onto a bicycle and someone.
Oh wait, is this the Peggy thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Well, you head over to Ostrich and implore this of them, but they just kind of look at you and go, I'm not sure that this is the right shape that you're looking for. The rod itself is a mite thicker than the pipe, which is kind of one of those long Gandalf pipes sort of deals, I think.
Oh, I kind of meant it like the pipe as like a Chinese pipe, like the
sure.
Cylindrical.
It could be like
if
that.
If not,
but
okay.
The rod itself, the immovable rod, is a bit different looking than that. It's a bit thicker around its column, and it's got like 2 embellishments on either side. I believe the default image for it would be a horse rearing on each end of it.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that elaborate.
Yeah, I never really described it, I don't think, but
That's fine.
that's like the generalization of how it looks. Did you guys find that in the Shrine of Tomoa-chan? Or somewhere else?
I don't remember.
I think it was Tomoa-chan.
I don't remember.
It was far before getting to Allure. It's all I remember.
Okay, well, maybe they're just sort of Mayan-looking, stylized horses.
Cute.
Now it's cute.
Okay, well, Mr. Smart Folk, just go over there and help me figure out how to make this. And I pull out my smoke pipe. So him and I are now there on a mission with me to go and get this set up to mess up Peggy.
Sure, I can lose some sleep on this.
I figured you're mud. You kind of get the... I don't know, never mind.
So Ostrich goes and stalks out into the canyon, and when they ask where you're going, you both just simultaneously just go pee break and walk off. I'm gonna have him make a survival check with advantage from you.
Okay.
I'm assuming Ostrix is better than yours.
I believe so. Yeah, I have a -1.
Well, there should not just be +1. It should be +5.
Either way, they have a better number than me if it's not -1.
Yeah, so they actually got a 17 is the proper number, because it's not adding it correctly. So you guys find a sort of strange plant near the edge of the canyon. This place is kind of sparse as far as like herbs and stuff go, but there is some vegetation that somehow likes the acid water. Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very like woody and like thin shoots types of plants around here, and they don't have too many leaves. They look more like almost like dried sponges and stuff more than plants.
Yeah, different pH.
Yeah, they're just very weird and alien looking plants. But you find something that is woody and shoot-like that you are able to eventually carve. So you do find some materials in this scouting trip. We'll wait until another long rest for you to start crafting it.
By the way, you have a Kenku who is who can forge and
Create
do
forgery
for you.
There we go.
It's a
I just
racial
needed
trait.
to find. Yeah, I just needed to find materials, so I figured the Mud Genasi would understand earthy stuff like clay, and they could help.
Yeah,
Yay.
expert forgery. It's a Kenku thing. So.
Oh yeah, and I don't know that you told Peggy to come bug me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there were no encounters this time around, so y'all were lucky. But we continue onward into the canyon. So.
Oh, and I send a short prayer to my lady, thanking her for my new fancy vision.
Ah, yes. It's interesting because you did just level up like last session, or was it 2 sessions ago?
I think it was last session, maybe, or
Last
2
session,
sessions.
because I leveled as well.
Okay. We'll do a thing later, maybe.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
So, let us begin traveling once more as you guys pack up camp. Head out.
Yay.
Another
Is that
0
good?
encounters.
Yay. That's good.
So, the navigation DC was a success. We no longer there's a few other factors that I didn't get into yet about the Venom Canyon. I'm just gonna scroll up to them. So, one that doesn't affect you is that water is scarce here. but you guys create water thanks to the holy Incapulos cleric that you guys have with you. Second is that the canyon is fairly easy to navigate compared to the maze tunnels. You're mostly following the river. So there's actually a much easier check for navigating tools, or survival, whichever they're using. The
Rad.
DC is 10 instead of 15.
Wow.
Which
So
can
we're not going
come
to travel
into effect.
fast, but we'll travel kind of more in the right direction.
Efficiently?
It's more
Yeah.
just there's less of a chance for you to get lost.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're traveling more efficiently.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're following the river. There's like a few offshoots and tunnels and stuff, and a few points where you'll need to like climb to a different like edge of the canyon or cross the canyon or stuff like that. That does confuse you a bit, so that you could get lost here, but it's much less likely. Either who, there were no encounters, so we move. And we continue our journey, because we do not roll for exhaustion until after 2 hexes. Still no encounters, and easy peasy.
Cool.
At this
Let's
point,
keep
we
going.
will roll for exhaustion,
Yay.
because I'm assuming you guys are doing your holding pattern of going until the navigators get exhausted, or
Pretty
you guys.
much, yeah.
As,
Or
as
something
always.
happens.
Did I pass? 10's a pass, right?
10 is a pass. Oh no, it's 11 is a pass.
Oh.
I'm
so
exhausted.
Everyone's exhausted.
I'm not exhausted for once.
Barty is not. They have. Oh no, Barty is because they only have +1 Constitution. Rizzo is. So it looks like a lot of you are exhausted. Boom Crash, Amon, Barty, and Rizzo are all exhausted. But let's travel first. Okay. Luckily, no encounters. Luckily, successful nav. Do you guys wish to rest?
Mm,
Barty
If
is
you're
exhausted.
If you're exhausted, then yes. It's just always gonna be the default answer.
Okay.
yeah. Unless something's chasing us.
Yeah. So let's chill.
You guys chill.
So, how is this underground looking for us? Any, like, beyond the change with acid thing? Does it look cooler? Are there more interesting things? Have we seen wildlife besides plant?
So, you guys have seen not too much wildlife as far as like minor wildlife. Like the maze tunnels, you could see stuff like skittering around and stuff into off tunnels. But Venom Canyon is quite sparse and very echoey, so you haven't heard much other than the slow movement of water along the canyon ground, as well as the hissing of the acid against the stones and like dust that it's burning away from down there. So it's kind of loud and echoey in here. So that's the general feeling that you guys get. And of course the steam, as I said before, was like irritating your eyes and stuff as you walk along. You guys haven't seen much in terms of creatures. So,
Okay.
you guys make another short rest. Just need to check something. Okay. Cool. So, what is Zo's DC? That can't remember. Okay, that is just a potion of healing. But Rizzo does find a potion of healing amongst the new fauna Venom Canyon. So you can add 1 potion of healing.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Boom Crash, Juliana kind of comes up to you during this rest and just kind of sits down next to you and offers you some of her water skin grabbed from Amon tonight.
Thank you. It's very kind. How are you and Giblet doing?
We're doing fine. It's rather interesting, this feeling that we get on our skin, this place. Kind of tingly. But, how have you been? You've been sort of shying away from me. I thought you wanted to learn some more things.
Yeah, but also, I'm not smart like you are. So sometimes I get overwhelmed with information and I need to take a break. So I guess I'm just on a break.
Crash, come on. You're one of the smartest people that I've ever met. You're picking this stuff up much faster than I did, and I went to school for this. And I'm not much of a teacher, and you're almost a natural at it. It's as if you have some sort of strange power from some elder patron or something, but she doesn't say that explicitly.
It's almost like you're cheating.
It's almost like you're a goddamn cheater. But I think that you could do wonderful things if you kept up your lessons, and I'm more than willing to. But I guess if you do feel overwhelmed, that's okay.
It's how I've always been. It's definitely, it's not you. It's been really fun. I've learned a lot. Thank you for sharing all of your spells and for interacting and engaging and talking with me about this stuff, because it's not like I can really chat arcane with the others. Don't really have many other like magic-y friends. But yeah, no, sometimes it's either feast or famine. I either gorge myself or I need to just start hitting things again, like the thug I am. So.
Okay, well, I'll still be here if you want to learn some more stuff. I do miss talking with somebody about magic.
Absolutely, and I mean, just because I don't want to start like cramming and studying more spells doesn't mean I'm not happy to share what I know with you. Like, we can still talk about this stuff. It's just like learning new spells and gaining more knowledge and putting them in my spell book. I think I'm gonna have to take a break.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to talk shop, I could use someone other than the vintners to talk to. They're not exactly the brightest. She looks at like Hodge, who's just like picking his nose over there.
I shudder. I don't make a noise, but I sort of like elbow her in the side and like, heh, yeah, he's a special one. And he cries a lot.
He does. I can hear him much better than most. As you know, she taps Giblet on his little head in her bosom. She gets up and says, well, if you ever want to talk, I'm gonna head to bed. My watch is done.
Okay, good. You get some rest. I think my watch is going to be starting soon.
Okay. Well, regardless, your watch begins and ends uneventful. We continue the next day, filled with vigor in the pitch darkness, acid, clouded, dark depths. It's bad down here. So
yeah, my prayers are grumpy and kind of surly, but still thankful and grateful to my lady, because there's a hot redhead and I can't use studying sessions with her as an excuse to hang out with her anymore.
Oh.
Well, your night is
gross.
Your night
hot
is
redhead.
Silent, unfortunately. So let's continue. On the road again. People, we're on the road again. So, successful navigation. That's cool. That's cool. Is there anything else here that I need to, oh, there is something here. It looks like there's a 1 in the encounters area.
Oh.
That's interesting.
No.
Shut up.
Awful.
He's wearing a shirt that says "Beware the Smiling DM."
Yeah, that's the shirt Ariel gave me.
Laughing is worse.
Thank you, Dan's girlfriend.
I forgot she got that.
It's cute.
It was a good. She was proud of herself finding that.
I do enjoy it. All right. So As you guys are traveling along the edge of the canyon and rounding the bend, let's go. I had the Phantom Steed there, but I guess it should be Mortimer. Oh well, we can pretend it's Mortimer, can't we? Well, actually no, Mortimer can make attacks. God dang it.
Wait, what's bad about Mortimer making attacks?
No reason. Just gonna...
Ah.
Boom Crash, you're riding this now.
Oh, yay! I'm tall.
Okay. So, as you guys are skirting along the canyon edge, the acid looming far below, it's about 15 feet below you, the acid. The wall is like 20 feet above you guys. Oh, actually, it's even further. So, it's about 50 feet above you guys, the ceiling. But as you guys are walking along the edge, you guys haven't seen encounters for weeks, or monsters of any kind. But suddenly, some pebbles and bits of rock are heard skipping down from the canyon wall above, mere moments before a boulder follows them, barreling with dangerous force down towards the caravan. Beyond the crashing boulder's echoes, you can hear the hissing laughter of several humanoids on a ledge that is hidden in a niche above you guys. The boulder lands, let's roll at random, I'd say. Actually, no, let's not do it at random. Boom Crash and Mortimer, make dexterity saving throws.
This is what you get for riding in
Do
front.
you want me to roll, or are you gonna roll for Mortimer?
I don't know if... Can you click on the giant lizard and do it?
Cannot click on the giant lizard.
Oh, darn. Hold on then. I can do it. Maybe I can't. Dex?
There you go. Poor Mortimer just failed his dex horribly.
Okay,
Do I give him the ore if it's a saving throw?
no, it looks like you're over here, weirdly
God
enough.
damn it. Eh.
It's like almost 10 feet away. So, the boulder comes barreling down towards the caravan explicitly, and crashes into Mortimer. Boom Crash, you tumble off of the lizard and manage to stay on, but the lizard gets hit for some damage. It is 6d6 damage.
Splat.
Yeah. Let's get this dice roller going. Aha. Okay, that is 22 damage.
Mortimer is gone.
Mortimer is blasted
Oh.
by the boulder and is knocked into the acid far below. Boom Crash, you are safe, but the
Woo.
lizard is bludgeoned to death and immediately starts hissing away at their scales before they dissipate into white light, the unsummoning them. Meanwhile, Zumasu, I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw as the caravan starts teetering towards the acid pit.
Oh, fun. Saving throw. I get bonuses to that.
Sure.
I'm happy I got bonuses to that.
Okay, the caravan, tips onto its left wheels, but you manage to right it in time. Mortimer, their harness snaps, and the caravan manages to stay just in place. You guys look up towards the source of this. I'm gonna need y'all to make perception checks. Alright.
Hold on, sorry.
Okay, all quite good. So, I'm gonna say that, Mao, you are the first person to notice it with your eagle eyes, while the rest of them are kind of dealing with this sudden thing that's happening.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the important part and just like, oh, the card's falling in the acid. Whatever.
Yep. You look up towards the sky and realize that there are a few heads up there. They are small, even from this distance, and scaled. They appear to be kobolds, covered in black scales. But there are a few of them up there. They are using the ledge as cover. Let's roll for initiative.
Bastard.
Okay, good. It was cleared. That's good.
There we go.
A few of them didn't seem to roll when I clicked them. Okay, cool. Let's also get everybody else in on this. Very exciting initiative rolls. I wish I could just do this for everybody.
Have a button for everyone, just happen.
I think there is a way to do it, but the way I have it set up, it doesn't work that way. Cool. Okay, now let's do descending order.
That's what you get for having bajillion, moving.
Bajillion moving things. Okay, so you don't know how many are up there, as they have ducked behind the cover of the ledges. But Mao, you are going first. What would you like to do?
How high up is this ledge?
50 feet above you. The big 50.
Is there any way that I can see that looks like a way to climb up there, stuff like that, and a way to get up?
You can certainly try to climb.
No, can I see a way to get up first?
In that case, I guess make a perception check.
Nope. Alright, I'm gonna start fashioning a rope to an arrow so that my next turn I can get up there and kick some butt.
Okay, you
Or potentially pull someone down.
Sure. You use an action and start wrapping up some string or rope that you've gotten from your pack and some of your arrows. Ostrich sees what you're doing and just sort of nods in agreement. It's not their turn though, because it's another thing's turn. Which thing? It's this thing. A winged creature soars out over you guys. It is still 50 feet above you guys. It seems to have something that it's carrying with it. And I think it's just gonna attack at random. Like, straight up. Okay. Oh, it's Ostrich. Soars around, and then it goes towards Ostrich. It drops the thing that it was holding. It was a rock. Ooh. Ostrich didn't see that coming, and takes 9 bludgeoning damage. Ugh, what the hell does dropping things on us?
I don't know, but if you have explosives, should we just throw it at them?
Does somebody have explosives? Because
Not me.
I'd be more than willing. Meanwhile, this dude and this dude. Okay. You hear more rocks shifting above as 2 kobolds. Yes. Like, remembering the hotkeys here. 2 kobolds head towards the side with the most people on them and start heaving another boulder over the side. The boulder starts tumbling down towards Zumasu and Peggy and Barty and Rizzo. I'm gonna need all 4 of them to make dexterity saving throws.
Are they in my saving spot?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I did fine.
Ooh. Ooh! It looks like everybody is doing fine. The boulder slams down, like, where Peggy was, but you, like, yoink her out of the way. The boulder lands there and then careens off the side of the pit. It looks like that thing could be dangerous if it hits you. could cause you to tumble in the pit as Mortimer did. Either way, that is those two kobolds' turns. Boom Crash, it is your turn. These kobolds, you saw where they were. They have ducked back into the ledge, so they have cover, as it were.
Okay, good to know. Spiders, Cosmo, Wanda, go!
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay,
And
You-
I, direct them to go and attack the kobolds and prevent any more boulders from coming down.
And all of a sudden, I think the spiders have overstayed their welcome for too many seasons.
Yeah, Chris is gonna somehow manage to destroy them. One of the spiders bring me up.
Sure.
okay.
Or ride a spider up.
You direct one of the spiders to grab Mao as she is holding her hand up. Me next.
I've forgotten the rope.
The spider crawls towards Mao and gets ready to be mounted. The other one starts crawling from your staff and starts going up the cliff face. It can move with spider climb 30 feet, so it's halfway there. It can take a double move and get there, or it could try and spit its web. Would you like it to try either one of those things?
Spit its web for what, like an attack, or like to help all of us
It's
get
an
up?
attack,
Oh, okay.
but it's up to Boom Crash.
I know. I was just asking because I was confused for a second.
She might have stepped away.
Maybe.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I just wanted to be respectful. Yeah. I mean, they have their orders.
No, talk over each other.
Well, do
That's
you
what
want
we
it to spit its web, or do you want it to crawl up there and attack the kobolds?
I want one to attack the kobolds and one to spit web. So both.
Okay. So the other one is going to grab Mao. So this one is going to spit its web at these dudes.
Cool. Sorry, was getting more water.
Okay. That is a miss. The web lands on the edge and doesn't hit anything, but it is halfway up. Whoops, I advanced it a little too much, but it is Peggy's turn. Peggy, do you have any ranged attacks? No, you don't. Okay, cool. Well, Peggy is going to go and hide, I think. Let's do that. Cool. And we go to Grovel's turn. Grovel does have a crossbow. So they're going to shoot at this winged kobold over here. I don't remember if that hits. That does hit. Cool. And that's a one-hit kill. Grovel hoists this heavy crossbow and just one launch lands and hits the winged kobold. It falls down into the acid below. Okay, we got, once again, some more kobolds' turns. It looks like it is those two. So these two are going to hurl a boulder down towards the giant spider. So I'm going to have the giant spider make a saving throw. Dexterity. That is not going to make it. The spider takes 6d6 bludgeoning damage. 22 again. The spider is at 4 health.
Okay.
The boulder collides with the spider. It reels in pain and screams in anguish. It is on its last few legs, as it were. The kobolds are done. Well, I spoke too soon. It's another kobold's turn. They just keep coming. Another one is going to soar out towards Zumasu and is going to drop a rock on you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm almost able to do something.
Okay,
I'm
it's a
assuming I got
15.
my armor and shit, right?
Yeah, you like hold your shield up and just knock the rock away. It's not a huge rock. It needed to fly with it. But it is going to like soar out over here. Come on. It's your turn. The players get to
Alright,
have turns.
Yay!
Yeah, took a while. All I'm gonna do is teleport up to the top.
Okay.
Nice.
Zoop.
Sounds good. You teleport up to the top. There are a few more shocked kobolds that you can see up here. They drop the rock that they were trying to push towards the edge and go and grab for their weapons. What would you like to do?
Well, that's my action, so I really can't do anything else.
You just kind of pop up here and just hold your weapons menacingly.
I have no weapons.
Well, this is going to be awkward. It's this kobold's turn. It rushes towards you and is going to use its dagger with pack tactics advantage. 18, does that hit you?
It's been a while.
I don't remember if it's 20 or 18 for you.
19. So you're wrong either way.
Nice.
Okay, well, that's a miss. Good call. Zumosu, it's your turn.
Alright. Kobolds count as humanoid, right?
I don't know. You can find out.
I'm 80. Can I do like a knowledge check on this? Because I'm pretty sure they count as humanoids.
Are you trying to command them?
I can command the flying guy who's flying over acid.
Okay.
Except they can't do damage to themselves, or
Oh,
can't
you just
compel
Yes,
them
you can.
to do damage to themselves.
yes, you
You just-
can. You
Command's a bit
basically just tell
different.
them.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
You
you
can make
tell
them
them to do an.
anything. It's just that
Yeah.
you can't make them do like elaborate stuff. Like you just tell them to do something, they'll do it to their best ability.
Yeah, it's more so you just tell them something that directly isn't dangerous. So if I just tell them stop flying, like stop, even since it's flying, it would probably fall. You know.
Gotcha. It's
the
even
spe-
stronger than suggestion. It's kind
So,
of
you can try that if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. Spell slotty. He has to make a saving throw. Give me.
Okay, what is your command?
So he's flying over the poison. Just gonna tell him to Okay, he's flying right now. I'll just say fall. That'll be the command.
The kobold stops suddenly, and then it just starts laughing. And it throws a rock like towards your location. Not an official attack, but according to command, the spell has no effect if your command is directly harmful to it.
I had to be more clever.
Apparently. It knows not to drop into the acid.
That's fair.
Okay, anything else, Zumasu?
Not really.
Alright. Okay, you hang back near the cart with your back up against
How
it.
high are they on the cliff face? They're pretty high.
50 feet up, not 15. 5-0.
Yeah, I can't do much. That's all.
Okay, 'tis Ostric's turn. Ostric does have a bow. They are going to try and shoot up towards the kobolds that just dumped the boulder onto the spider. They do have a bit of advantage to their AC, thanks to the ledge. 8 does not hit. They get a second attack. 10 does not hit either. Okay, so Ostrich is just shooting 2 arrows up towards the kobolds, and they just snap against the rock. We're back to some kobolds' turns. This dude is going to just sling at... Come on. And that's a miss, even with pack tactics. Mao, 'tis your turn. The spider is waiting.
hop on.
You hop on.
Onward.
Are you readying an attack for when you see an enemy?
Yes, I will ready a bow attack.
Sounds good. Okay, it is this dude's turn. This dude is going to rush up and pack tactics dagger. Ooh, a 22 will finally hit you. Minimum damage, which is 3, but I hurt the cleric. That's good for me. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a bit.
Good job.
Cool. Next kobold's
now
turn.
they all die.
Your fate is sealed. This one is going to dagger you as well. The one next to it. That is going to be another hit for 4 damage. They're finally starting to do stuff. Boom Crash, 'tis your turn. Oh, I never rolled for the spider's initiative, but we'll say they go now if you'd like.
Okay, sure. Well, I want Cosmo to keep on climbing up the cliff and try and take a chomp out of one of those kobolds if he can.
Okay, and then the other spider will bring Mao all the way up there, which it will do with a double move.
Sweet.
Okie doke.
So Mao, the spider starts barreling up the wall. It looks like there aren't any kobolds near the ledge where you are. It looks like they're distracted by something. Who knows? If you finally get over the ledge and see that Amon is being harangued by several kobolds that are finally starting to poke his kneecaps. Meanwhile, your other spider friend arrives over the edge and is going to start attacking some kobolds. Bite attack. Fortunately, a 9 does not hit. Even the kobold. Okay, Mao, you can use your ready action.
I will shoot at the nearest one.
Okay, cool. A 20 will hit. You knock your arrow and just strike it right into the kobold, square in the back of the head. It was rearing up another sling attack, but then it notices you coming up behind it, and it dies. That is the last thing it knew.
Cool.
Okay, Boom Crash, what would you like to do for your turn?
I can't see anything.
You can shoot at the spider is kind of in the way now.
The
You could probably shoot
flying
at
one
this
is already
kobold.
gone. Okay.
This flying kobold is actually still here. It
Okay.
was commanded and chose not to follow the command.
Okie doke. Eldritch Blast to that thing. So I can't see it on my screen.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Here. It's right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't see him on my screen either. It's just too far out.
Oh, because of the light distance.
Yeah.
Okay, a 14 will hit. Deal damage. Okay, 14 force damage. Well, that is twice its maximum health. It is,
Oh.
as it's laughing at Zumasu, it is blasted out of the sky. It's gonna, like, fly down towards the acid and die.
Neat.
You do have another
And
Eldritch Blast,
I can
so
also see the other dude.
you can attempt to shoot at that dude, yes.
Okay.
Just have a slightly higher AC. But, I mean,
Oh.
when you get a natural 20, I guess it can hit.
Okay.
The thing, like, hops on top of a boulder to leap down on Amon with a dagger, but your Eldritch Blast collides with it, and it flies into the wall, saving Amon's life, because the kobold could have done massive damage. We don't know. Anything else, Boom Crash?
Is Amon grateful?
No.
Amon is
Never.
a badass. He doesn't need me. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna 5-foot step over this way and just prepare.
Okay.
Hunker.
I feel like Amon right now is like that cover of Man's Life with the muscle-bound guy fighting off a bunch of like lobsters or something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Peggy's turn. She is still hiding. She's not gonna risk another boulder attack while this happens, but she peeks out to see what's happening. Grovel just tells her, "Just stay there! We'll take care of this!" Loads his crossbow again and takes another shot at one of the kobolds, trying to get a good angle with the spider in the way.
I'm making note of Peggy's position.
Okay, that is a fail. And due to the loading property, that is about it. These kobolds are going to use their slings on the spider. Actually, they're daggers, because it's within 5 feet now. Natural 20s. Ooh. We got a running for the new MVP, Kobold. Okay, that's going to be an additional D4. Wow,
Hey.
what a crit. What a hit, folks. But that was enough to kill that spider. So the kobold leaps and drives his like stone dagger into the center of the spider's face. It promptly dissolves into shadowy spider webs as it disappears into the ether. The spidery
Wanda.
shadow webs like go back to your staff, as if called. Meanwhile, next kobold's turn. It is this one. It is going to pile onto him on. with pack tactics. And hit again, 3 piercing damage. Amon, it is your turn.
It's time to do my usual AoE shit. So let's do Spirit Guardian.
Alright. Spirit Guardians. The kobolds suddenly screech in fear as these shadowy, necrotic eyes just start spinning out from your holy symbol on your shield. And, you know, this is probably going to kill every last goddamn one of them, but I guess we'll play it out. Yes, indeed. Okay, it's this dude's turn. Start making saving throws. Wisdom? -2. Roll for 3d8 damage. Yeah, 8 will do it. That one dies. Zumasu, it's your turn.
Well, 50 feet. I don't know. Anyone injured down here?
Nope, everyone's fine, weirdly enough. Because they all dodged the boulders.
This is a ranged fight, and I can only throw a hammer. So, I don't know. Can I just... who's the next person that's going? That can have an attack now?
Ostrich.
No, screw that. Mao's the one who's up there already?
Yes.
And Inamon.
Okay. Whichever one's close, whichever one Mao seems like she's gonna attack, I'm just gonna do the aid action by trying to distract it.
Okay. You get on top of the cart and start, like, waving your hands. Hey, down here, did you forget about us? This kobold then, like, looks down at you, as it, like, shakes its head, trying to get you out of its head. You're psyching it out, man.
I'm
Meanwhile,
gonna throw some pebbles at it.
start throwing rocks up at it. Yeah, how do you like it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I prefer a bit more finesse. I like so. Deals 3 damage to this kobold, who is now at 2 hit points. Good job, Ostrich. Care to finish the job? That's not finishing it. Alright, Mao, it is your turn.
I shoot it. Damn it. Does it still hit?
Yes, because you have the help action from Zumasu.
Oh my god, yes.
And there's an
I
ally.
helped.
So, you just dealt 28 damage
28.
to it. It had 2 health, but kudos on you on the 28 damage. The arrow goes through its torso and out the other side. It dies. Any further action?
I'm gonna hop off the spider. I'm gonna start looting all the bodies.
Alright. Cool. It's this kobold's turn. It's gonna try to make a save. Whoa! Does that make your save, Amon? I actually don't
What?
remember. Does a
15?
15 beat your save?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes half. Well, 8 still kills it. Okay, Boom Crash. It is your turn. The spider can promptly go over and kill this thing, if you'd
Yep.
like.
Yeah, that's all I really got. I can't see it from here, so.
Yep, that'll hit it. 4 damage. And then it needs to make a saving throw. There's the saving throws. Con save. -1. And 4, it dies from the poison. The spider sinks its fangs into the kobold, and it would have lived, but then the venom just starts to fill its eyes up with blood, and it goes limp. The spider promptly finishes its meal and spits out whatever it was carrying on its person. End of combat.
Yay!
The spider disappears into shadowy webs, returning
still
back
on
to
the
your
ledge.
station.
I
Mon is
didn't
still on the
do much.
ledge.
Thank you guys with range.
The spider can actually take you guys down before it goes away.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could teleport with Owen.
Well, he can only do
I
that
already
once.
used it.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Or I can just tumble down, not give a shit.
You know, like a
Just
man.
fall.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
Superhero landing.
Belly flop
Definitely
into the
not
acid.
good on the knees.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to recast Find Steed to some of my dang
Hello?
lizard back. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I
we can
can
hear you fine.
guys, so that's all,
What's the
Chris.
deal?
Oh, what? Oh, no. I know what I did.
Did you mute yourself? Did you hit the thing on your headset?
Everything okay over there?
New headset. Who dis?
I just want my dang lizard back.
Okay, now that I'm back, now that I can hear you, now that you can hear me,
Resummoning Steed. Okay. Well, fuck.
What's going on?
Amon, can you look at these things? I feel like they're hiding stuff. I can't find anything.
Wait,
Yeah,
we
what's-
can't hear him though.
I can't hear shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
what
can't-
what the
I-
hell's actually going on?
I was searching the kobolds.
I
Well, we
can't
can't-
hear the
before we
DM.
can't hear
None
Chris.
of us can hear Chris.
Chris hasn't said anything.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Then why are we doing anything? Chris, say something.
I'm speaking now.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, we can
Uh,
hear you.
Ugh.
Yay.
What was up with the pause then?
Yeah, the button that I pressed to fix it, apparently I must have pressed it twice.
Oh.
I don't know how you heard me in between that, but,
I probably had my headset on.
Yeah,
Moved it
we,
when
we
she
heard
talked.
it. We heard that you're talking through Allie's
Allie.
stuff, but we couldn't actually
Mhm.
understand you.
gotcha. Good times. Well, so for those of you that didn't hear me, Peggy comes out from underneath the cart. Zumasu, you're off summoning your steed. Mao
Yeah.
is investigating, which is what that role was, and she has not found anything on the kobolds whatsoever. They don't seem to have anything hidden up here or on their person, just primitive cloth clothes and whatnot.
And they asked for help from Amon to look.
Fine.
Please. I don't even care if they're shinies. I just want to see what's on them.
Surprised you didn't take the person with proficiency in investigation.
I'm too busy summoning a thing.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know.
Amon comes up and confirms your theory that there's nothing on these things.
Damn it. Annoying rats.
The only thing that Amon really notices, I guess, is that these kobolds don't look like the other ones that you've seen. These ones seem to have, like, darker scales. You're not sure what that means, but you could make a nature check if you'd like.
I want to say both of us?
I guess just Amon, unless...
Okay. Nah,
willing
I'm
to
not really
share.
good with nature.
Neither am I, so it's fine.
Alright, yeah, you look it over. It's probably just a new variation of kobold. Maybe it's camouflage. Oh well.
Well,
Throw
I'm
the
gonna
body to Ostrich. Just grab it
no,
and
I
to the cliff.
okay. I gonna rip up the head of the one of them and toss the other body to Ostrich.
Good man.
What the hell is this? What is do? What? Why did you do this? We killed them, right? Let's keep moving.
I start cutting off the heads of the other kobolds and throwing them down as well.
What is going on? Everybody
I'm just
starts.
gonna roll a basic.
Guys, can you quit fooling around and just come down here so we can keep going? Jesus Christ, that thing almost came near me.
Huh? Ow, guys, why are you throwing heads? I didn't.
I'm
realize
not throwing
you did
heads. I'm throwing the body down because someone requested it.
Wait, I think they want us to investigate this.
Yeah, Mao told Amon to throw it down. She didn't tell you guys why.
True. I mean, we have to get down eventually.
This is just me kind of inferring. I'm just investigating on a basic principle. What the hell are they so important about this? I don't think 11 really means anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the tiefling.
What?
I'm just gonna lean closer.
All right, there's some pristine skulls inside of those little flesh corpses, and I'm gonna see if the acid can clean it real quick.
Cool.
Does the body have anything interesting with an 11 investigation?
It doesn't. You do notice that it's lacking a head.
I feel Amon's eyes on me, and it's really disturbing.
Oh,
I'm
they
just
are
gonna
on
wander
you.
over and just yell up to you guys. Guys, do you want us to do something with these or what? You're freaking out everybody.
Good. I yelled out.
We're
I'm
gonna
just
start
gonna
needing
keep
to
on
make sanity checks at some point.
I'm just gonna keep on staring.
Stop. Stop
Just
it.
staring.
No, you need to get down.
Well, the spider can take you guys down.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the spider. Like, please save me.
Okay, the spider takes you down. Amon is left stranded, but then the spider comes back up and offers a ride, and then it takes you back down. Unless you choose to do a superhero landing. That is a personal choice, but I'll let you make it.
Think of your knees.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down. It's probably gonna hurt, but
Think
whatever.
of your knees.
Make a you're doing a superhero landing. Make a Constitution save.
Wait, he's landing where I am. He gets a +4.
Doesn't look like he's landing where you are.
I'm walking over to where he was because I was yelling.
I don't think he planned this. Either way, I'm
He did well.
gonna say you take half of the 5d6 damage.
Show off.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage as your knees buckle when you do your superhero landing on the ground. It was very cool.
It's not healthy.
Good.
So guys, why were you throwing bodies down and heads? You kind of freaked out Ostrich. I didn't see anything interesting on them.
I'm gonna point at the tiefling. Just gonna point.
What? They look different. Also, I want to go test this out. I drag one of the kobold heads and I start dipping in an acid, like sitting over it.
It is 15 feet below you.
Oh, damn it! I put it on
Rope?
rope and then do it.
Okay, you
Tie it real quick through the esophagus.
tie a rope to the esophagus. Make a make a dexterity check.
Are you fucking making me tie? It's going through the fucking mouth and through the esophagus and out the other
Okay,
end.
that's mostly what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Cool. You lower the head down into the acid, and you feel it get lighter as you just take back an empty rope with a singed edge.
That was
of the
some
rope.
nice rope you used.
Oh, that ate through bone.
Well, make a perception check.
I just want a skull. I just want a skull.
Yeah, it looks like you lost it.
Damn it.
I asked Oscar if he could see anything weird about these kobolds since they were making such a fuss about investigating them.
Yes, I don't know what's up with that, but I can take a look. It's in a book.
No.
Hey, don't we have that book?
manual? Because I want to do
Yeah.
stuff now because we're taking a while.
Yeah, we are. So Ostrich doesn't find anything too unusual about them. They just say it just looks like this thing is a bit better adapted to this place. It's probably resistant to acid. It's a startling revelation, I know. Can we keep moving? He tosses a body into the acid.
Okay, let's go.
Fine. Fine.
Good. Clear the way for the cart, and you guys move on.
Feed a kobold to the lizard.
It's quite tasty, as far as fresh meat goes.
I knew he'd appreciate it.
He does. It's a good boy. I can't remember how to pan that way. Oh, there we go. Cool. Alright, that was a travel encounter. So, we'll do another one as you guys continue onward. No encounters. You guys did make the navigation DC this time, which is good. So we continue on. Okay, now we will roll for exhaustion as you guys continue for the third hex. Barty is exhausted, Juliana's exhausted, Rizzo is exhausted, Peggy, I think, is not exhausted. She has +1. Mao's exhausted.
Sounds like rest.
Sounds like time for rest.
Sounds
Yeah,
like time
everybody-
for rest. Okay,
Let's nap.
it's nap time, but first we have to complete the travel. Okay, no encounters. Critical no encounters, as the red box indicates. You guys succeed at your navigation. Continue. Cool. Now we rest. No encounters. Fortunately, no healing potions either. The vegetation is getting rather sparse as you guys move along. Let's see. Around this time, I'm going to say that Mal, I'm going to need you to make a perception check. Amon, you
Normal day.
can also attempt this perception check.
All right, I guess.
Babysit me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amon, during your watch, you are on watch with, we'll say, Rizzo, and you spy a small creature heading towards Mao, but you realize it's a gnome.
What?
Peggy just sort of sees you and just puts her finger up towards her pursed lips as she heads over to Mao. Do you do anything?
Wait, so the gnome is.
Is Peggy.
Peggy.
Wait. Okay.
Remember Mal had a thing going with Peggy?
Yeah, but does Amon know
Oh,
that?
Amon doesn't know.
that.
Peggy is banking on the fact that Amon doesn't care enough.
And she has learned well.
Fair
So
enough.
during Amon's watch, Peggy heads over to Mao, who, weirdly enough, was not paying attention very well, but we will roll for it. Because Peggy needs to make a stealth check.
You done fucked up.
We'll see. Again, I was trying to use that other immovable rod as a decoy, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
So, Mao,
Mm-hmm.
I did forget about that
Mm.
slightly. Make
Okay.
make a intelligence wood carver's tools check.
Okay.
You may seek assistance if you want to get somebody else
Yeah. it
to
should
make
be from
a
Boomcraft.
wood carver's tools kit check, or some other effect.
Before the night was up. That was the plan.
You just have a 2x4. Like you didn't do anything to it.
Yeah. No, I took out the knot just at least because it's a 3. It's not like it's a 1. Well, it's a natural one.
You rolled a 1, but it was a 3. So who are you going to?
Boomcrash.
Boomcrash.
Boomcrash is great at forgery.
As Peggy
Expert forgery.
heads over to you, Mao, it flashes back to Boomcrash. Boomcrash,
Yep.
make a woodcarver's tools kit check with intelligence. We'll say charisma, actually, in your
Okay,
case. So it's a charisma check, but you're not proficient in the tools.
Mhm.
Let me see your forgery thing. I wanna I want to take a look at that.
Well, I rolled a 23.
I see that. You have advantage on all checks made to produce. Okay, so you would have advantage on the check. So even though you weren't proficient, you got a 23. You borrowed like some of Hotch's stuff to start carving away at tools or at the stuff with the tools, and you do a pretty good job. As your the benefits of your species allow, the curse of the Kenku lets you pretty near perfectly copy anything that you want. And this is no exception. Create a pretty well-looking copy of the pipe. And we zoom back to Mao's person.
Beautiful. Well done.
Peggy
Yay!
attempts an investigation check as she searches around your sleeping belongings. You are wide and snoring, Mao, at this point.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so Peggy looks around in your stuff and just pulls out pipe. Then she kind of just stifles a laugh and then heads back into the shadows underneath the cart where she seems to live nowadays.
More of
She's a
goblin.
gremlin, not a gnome.
Yeah.
In the morning, you guys are packing up camp. Peggy, chest out and hands upon hips, struts over to Mao. Hey, tiefling.
Yeah.
Holds out the pipe.
So is she actually holding the replica, or is she holding my pipe and I have the replica?
Well,
You just don't know. It's so well made.
is.
How can
It's
you
so
even tell?
very well
well
made.
I just start smoking out of the other pipe just to freak her out. I don't even know.
You start smoking out of the other pipe, which she sort of suddenly looks at with wide eyes as a billowing smoke dragon comes out of the pipe and coils around your head. But I thought that...
No?
She tosses the pipe into the acid.
Hey!
Boom Crash made that. That
was
gorgeous.
hard.
Well, you have another one.
No, it
You haven't
wasn't.
seen the last of me, she says. She storms off to get her things.
And then
Okay,
she
bye,
comes
I'll see
back,
you
but
under
she
the
can't go
cart.
any.
She spends her travel day a little far away from Mao Nowhere as she's plotting her next move.
Oh my god.
I start laughing.
I have to think of another one now.
It might not work the second time. Okay, let's begin travel once more. Do-do-do. Okay, no encounters. Successful nav. Head over here. However, there is a new predicament as you guys reach this region. Okay, the sound of rushing water and hissing of acid meets your ears. It's much louder than the rest of the canyon. You glance at the acid river and note its current has picked up considerably, and soon you round a corner in the canyon to find yourself at the top of a massive waterfall. Irritating mist from the crashing of acid on rock reddens your eyes. Peer into the darkness and see that the river continues down after this 100-foot tall waterfall. And that is where we will begin a skill challenge.
Except
I understand. We will see.
I can help.
We will see how this helps as we make our way down Venom Falls.
Like this.
Appreciate this. Hutch, you couldn't have figured out a better way to go.
I didn't know what you're talking about. I only
Barty's the
repair the
navigator,
cart.
darling.
Yeah, but he started this whole thing.
I did? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're getting at, but
You suck. You suck. That's all it says. You suck.
you're backpedaling, I see. So, Barty just kind of shrugs at you guys. I think this is the only way forward. It looks like we're gonna have to get our way down, but didn't you, Crow Woman, didn't you, find a way to get this cart out of our hands?
Yep. I have learned something new. Or I've been sort of waiting for the right time for this. So,
Well,
telekinesis.
Now's as good a time as any. Boom Crash, you reach out into the darkness of your mind, closing your eyes. You hear the Dark Lady's voice calling to you.
Hmm?
Yes. You're using me again. I will gladly. Your power swells as shadows fill your body. It's like stripping off of your feathers as they ruffle in a breeze that seems to come from nowhere. And your eyes open.
So she farted?
Sure.
Sorry.
Thank you for saying it.
Thunderbird.
Sorry.
The Thunderbird.
Shadows.
I'm sorry, I derailed your really epic description. Continue.
Shadows swell around your talons, spilling off of them as they head out, reaching towards the cart and grip it with shadowy tendrils. It then starts to lift it. You hear the creaking of wood as it lifts off the ground. Zumasu hastily unsaddles Mortimer, who I also forgot to add to this little shebang, but it does look kind of cramped here, so it might be better if Mortimer stays behind. It looks like the walls are a little too slick to climb upon anyway, so it's probably best if Mortimer doesn't risk dying again and just gets despawned. But that's up to you.
I mean, so we're floating the cart around. Can he just hide on the cart, or is that too much trouble?
It's a little too much. Well, actually, what's the weight limit on telekinesis?
1,000 pounds?
Okay, the cart is 500 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So I would say that Mortimer could linger on the cart. It might
Mortimer
make it
just crawls onto the cart and kind of hides under the blanket.
under the... You understand that Mortimer is the size of the cart.
I thought it was smaller than that. Like he's a.
Mortimer is
cart
a
was-
He's a
giant
lo-
lizard.
He's a large
Yeah.
creature.
But I thought the cart was pretty darn big.
Yes, large as the lizard.
Okay, fine. Mortimer crawls to the side.
Do you
takes a
see
nap.
this? Do you see
Yeah.
this? This is the lizard that is on the cart. It is the size of the cart.
Fine. He crawls off to the side.
Okay, sure. They're off somewhere. Over here. Okay. So, we shall begin now. So, at this point, there is a crossing that you guys need to make right immediately across the already spilling acid waters. There does seem to be a path down that you guys can take. Thankfully, the cart itself does not need to be handled by like people's athletic checks or anything. So, just to remind you all how this works, I also did change some stuff around with this type of skill challenge. The primary difficulty class is going to be a skill that you guys can choose. It's the quote-unquote best skill to use for the situation, but you don't have to use it. The DC is 11 now instead of 10. The secondary skill is something that's less useful, but you can still use. DC for that is 13. The tertiary skill is any skill that you can think of to help aid you in this situation. Lets you use weirder skills that you might be proficient with. I've lowered that DC to 15. So I've sort of narrowed the bell curve, as it were. Anywho. So, first thing is the waterfall crossing. To get to the easier path down, you need to cross over the water over some slippery rocks. So, the primary check is going to require some balance, while the secondary check is searching for appropriate and safe footholds. So the primary check is dexterity, acrobatics check. The secondary is wisdom, perception. So, for those of you that want to just do the primary check, that's an acrobatics check.
Sorry, what was the second one again?
It is perception to notice
Fuck.
good footholds. And grab the cart so I can find my macro button.
I'm like bad at all this shit. And what was the fourth? What's the third one again? That was the
Third is anything that your heart desires that you can explain to me is as a good thing that you can use to get across this challenge.
But that one's 15.
Yes, the DC is 15.
Let me just check.
Chris, I have a question.
Yes.
So, can I just crawl, like, if I was climbing, would it be possible for me to climb down here? Because we were eventually trying to get through here, right?
Nope. You're trying to get to the bottom of the bottom of the waterfall, which is quite a ways away, but you probably can't see that.
Isn't this the bottom of the waterfall? Or...
That's the bottom of the first tier of the waterfall.
There's more way down. There's even like a block of something that's making it hard for us to see, but it goes way down.
Well, at that point, then it still will be valid for attempting to climb down here, then, right?
You can. You can try that. It is, the walls are very slippery in comparison to these rocks, though. They are completely coated in acidic mist.
Is it possible to get a rope set up? Because I'd rather do a strength climb down, like he's suggesting. But if we like set a grappling hook sort of thing up, because I got a crowbar, I got rope, I can at least lay something down.
Okay. I will say that you can make an athletics check instead of an acrobatics check. Since
All
you
right.
want to do that.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some time, take out my crowbar, set up some rope, and then I'm going to try and climb.
And I'm gonna ignore it and do an acrobatics check.
Okay. Now I can sort of evaluate these checks as they come in.
Freaking damn it. At least it wasn't a 0. God damn it.
I thought that was gonna happen. That's why I said, like, okay, I considered the option. I'm not taking the option.
Well, see, I literally had no... It was all the same roll no matter what I did, because I have no perception bonus, I have no acrobatics bonus, and athletics gives me the same modifier as if I didn't.
That's why you gotta go for the DCs. I'm gonna do the acrobatics checks.
Oh, but he gave me the bonus, but I still failed the bonus. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so, as we go down the line, Mao, you succeeded at your acrobatics check. You pretty deftly make it across down to this sort of area over here. Boom Crash,
I fail.
you did fail, but I'm sort of counting this as a success because you're using your telekinesis to, like, contribute an automatic success to the group.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it across safely along with the cart, which is just magically floating in the air.
Woo!
Meanwhile, we go down to the caravan, which I ended up rolling for next. Barty failed. Grovel failed. Hotch got a natural success. Whoops.
God damn it! Nobody likes Hotch.
Okay. And then Juliana failed. Ostrich. Ostrich might have succeeded. Let me check that.
Chris, do I get anything? Do I move anything?
I'm moving down the line. Because I rolled the caravan challenge before you guys ended up rolling. Maybe you guys didn't see it because I rolled 20 or something. But
No. I'm just curious. Sorry about
so Ostrich just barely failed. Unfortunately, Peggy failed. And Rizzo got a natural success. Cool. And Zumasu failed.
I was one off, even with the plan.
And Amon, you got a success. You ignored that stupid plan that Zumasu was trying to do and leap across the stones
It was a
with
good plan.
acrobatic ease. Drop my cap for my pen, and I can't find it, so I think it's gone. Okay.
disappeared. It's gone now.
It's gone now. So, that is a total failure for the first obstacle.
Ugh.
But you guys eventually make your way across to the next area. Zimasi, you end up slipping a few times and eventually fall down to that place.
So am I
We don't-
taking
we don't
fall
need-
damage or acid damage?
So here's what we're doing. There is a thing for failure for each obstacle. The cart is safe because there was a cart thing for failure, but because it's levitating, that's fine. Okay. It looks like because you guys totally failed this, it looks like the whole of you are going to need to make dexterity saving throws. The cart, or you guys rather, you like slip on some of the acid, and it like kicks up some splashes towards the rest of your party members, and sort of sets off a chain reaction of you guys slipping and dipping your feet temporarily into the acid. So that requires each of you to make the save.
I helped.
And it is a save. But I'm not sure if I should even let it, because Zumaso, you chose to go a different way.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Do I land in acid or I land on a rock?
It's gonna be the same effect, I think.
Okay.
So,
It's an acidic rock.
acidic
Aha.
rock. Okay, the DC was 13, so Boom Crash, you succeeded. Zumasu, you succeeded. We still need one from Amon and from Mao.
Sorry, was it a...
It's a Dex saving throw.
not an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
It's a save.
She's redoing it, I think. Okay, so all four of you guys succeeded. You guys take no damage on a success. Barty succeeded. Grovel failed. Grovel's going to take damage. Juliana's going to take damage. Ostric's going to take damage. That's it. Only 3 people took damage. But that damage is 18. Okay. Cool.
Don't hurt yourself, old man.
And Ostrich is going to take 15. Okay, Juliana is really not looking too hot. She took a mighty tumble into the acid. It is eating away at her dress and like clawing at her legs with its little acidic burns. She is at 4 hit points. Do you guys want to do anything about that before you move forward to the next leg of this challenge?
Can I not even heal her since I'm on the other side?
No,
healing
you
word?
cannot lay on hands when you are like 50 feet
Not
away
within
from her.
touch.
Paladins don't get healing word. I looked it up. It's a pain in the ass.
Gotcha. So that's just the cleric
Okay.
thing.
I like Juliana, so
Potions?
yeah, I'm gonna give her a potion.
Okay. What type?
What do I have?
Big potion.
Well, I mean, if she took 18 damage, right? And she's at like 4 now?
She's
So-
at 22 for max.
Greater healing.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh. Wrong thing. Juliana, greater healing. Submit. 13 hit points. That's pretty good. Cool. Juliana takes the potion. Thank you. Boom Crash. Oh.
Come
I
on,
think
you're
that's
my
gonna-
kind buddy. You're not allowed to die.
I hope that doesn't leave a scar, but
I only crossed the ravine. You guys okay? I kind of hurt my
Scars are
bum.
sexy. You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Scars tell stories. They remind us of what our brains can't remember.
I said what I said, Mao. Stop helping.
the lizard Mortimer is like on the top there and just kind of like making a weird quacking noise as it looks down towards its owner, a bit worried. But we continue onward. You guys.
Mortimer, can you try and climb down? Don't worry, I'll just summon you if something bad happens.
It just shakes its head no.
Okay, fine. Can you just unfasten my crowbar and knock it to me?
Was it on the lizard?
Well, I said I set up the crowbar as the hook point.
Oh, because that's what you wanted to do. I didn't realize you attached it to the lizard. Oh, you wanted the
Well,
lizard to
I
pull it
just
out.
figure.
Okay.
Yeah, pull it out and
Mortimer,
toss it down.
Mortimer rips the crowbar out of the wall and like tosses it down towards you. That is a-okay. I
Okay.
understand fully what you're doing now.
I can get my equipment back. That was...
Okay.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop.
So, Zumasu, you head around. You see that there is a clear path for them to take, but you see also that there is quite a ways to go.
Motherfucker, how do I get across this?
So, this next part, this next obstacle, the Venom Falls have a rocky path that slopes downward despite my strange perspective thing going on here. Those that are not keeping their balance on this slippery slope are going to be like making sure that Boom Crash can safely navigate the cart down this way without getting it in the acid and whatnot, making sure she can maintain that concentration. So we're going to need the primary check is again acrobatics. Secondary check was athletics for the cart, but it's not really necessary anymore. But once again, it's mostly slippery rocks that you are navigating, so it is acrobatics. We could say that there's an athletics check for jumping across the blocks, but that will be a secondary check. So,
Guess who pulls a Mario and die?
okay, so we have Amon making an acrobatics check, and we have Boom Crash making an acrobatics check. We have Mao making an acrobatics check. Zumasu, would you like to do an acrobatics or athletics?
Okay, so my question was, to get to here, is it safe terrain, or is it have to even get difficult to get to there?
It's safe to get to there.
Okay.
I'll say that since you took a different way down, we'll say that you can give someone advantage on this check, on their check. Who would you like to give it to? It looks like your friends are making it across with ease, except for the dude in armor.
I'll help the dude in armor. How do I help the dude in armor?
Knock it off. Let me die.
Well, you do give Amon advantage, but it is sadly still an 8.
Jesus Christ!
So the rest of them make their rolls. We have just gonna take
Jesus.
notes. We have 1 failure from from Amon. We got 2 successes from Boom Crash and Mao. Zumasu will count as an automatic success. Barty succeeded. Grovel succeeded. Och failed. Juliana succeeded somehow. Ostrich, that is a fail, unfortunately. Peggy, that's a little close, because that could be a success. Let's check. That is +2. That's not quite there. So that's a fail. And Rizzo is a success. So that one was a total success for you guys. Beans. So you guys start making your way downtown. Venom Falls, rockin' hard.
Oh, they were making it that way. I thought they were going down the cliff face. That's why I was like, how did I make it here safely?
Nope, those ledges are a little too thin for you guys to make it safely down.
Perspective.
Yeah, I know that this is drawn mostly for dramatics. Let's...
Oh no, it's fine. I was thinking that was like a slopey slope. I didn't think it was safe. Okay.
So Boom Crash is guiding the cart over. There's a few people on either side. Well, this is where you are. There's a few people on either side as you guys are trying to navigate the levitating cart and make sure that it's getting safely to the other side, and that Boom Crash is getting safely to the other side. When suddenly you guys hear a strange noise start echoing throughout the cavern. It wasn't really noticeable at first over the hissing noise from the acid, but it is now apparent that there is a strange moaning noise that is echoing throughout the entire cavern.
Um,
I'm going to need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Am I clumped up with them, or am I too far away?
Uh, your can be over there. But it's mostly just people on that side that have the bonus to your saving throw.
Okay.
uh,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Hey, at least it's not the one who's got telekinesis.
Yeah, but my roll wasn't great, so we'll see.
So we got C. We'll just tell you what the DC is. It's a little difficult for me for some reason. The DC
Is
was
the D-
13.
Mhm.
I failed.
I also failed.
She didn't get the bonus.
But for me,
For who?
No. Her boom crash.
No. Everybody on this side
Damn.
gets the bonus. Man, I don't know what is up right now. Trying to get the music going, but it's once again.
it's all right. There's a few rolls that like, Boom Crash said that they rolled, and I don't see anything. So
Now
I think
it's
it's
now it's
rolls.
going through. Hello? Anyone there?
Hello?
Yep.
I'm still here.
Yeah. No one's saying anything.
Checking in, figuring out what's going on.
Yep, sorry. I just wanted to try and get the music going, and literally all of the things are like broken. And
Aw, bummer.
How dare they?
Whoa.
okay. Ugh. Sorry, I hate Roll20's music thing. I might just try to figure that out at some point. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. It's also late at night, and I'm panicking. Okay, let's go along. We got... We can't see Boom Crashes, but, oh no, I see it.
Oh,
I can see it. It was just above Amon's thing. So
Mhm.
Amon succeeded, Boom Crash failed, Zumasu succeeded, Mao failed, and Ostrich failed, and Peggy failed. Okay,
We're not a very wisdom-heavy group, are we?
not really.
Nope.
So, everyone that
I
failed their
am.
save,
So
Don't
no one
stab.
listens to me.
everyone that failed their save becomes frightened.
Fuck.
At this point,
Wait, I have a thing. I have to look at my thing. Or is that later levels?
I don't know. You tell me, Paladin.
Give me a minute.
Either way, I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative. Because, at this point, there is a source to the strange moaning that you see descending from the stalagmites far above, stalactites far above. They are these strange, wispy, shadowy things that manifest into these little flat manta ray sort of creatures till it becomes apparent that these are enemies and not just cloaks flying in the wind.
Dark napkins.
Not
Cloakers!
quite.
Uh-oh. Okay.
There are 4 of them descending from the skies. I'm going to start rolling. Everybody else.
I don't like these. I'd rather have the dark napkin.
oh, is this initiative?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have the ting yet. I get to ting later. Damn it.
I definitely missed some people. Okay, cool. Amon, you are going first as these creatures descend from the skies upon your party in midst of traversing the falls.
Well, in that case, let's go with let's Guardian of Faith right
Okay.
there. Just smack it right there. If anything comes by, it'll auto turret zap it.
Okay. Is it on the ground?
Um, yeah, let's have it on the same ground level as everyone.
Okay. You spawn this thing on the ground, right near Rizzo, Peggy, and Barty. Anything else with your turn?
I guess, and I guess I'll move closer to it. So here, maybe. I mean, I'm not touching the cloakers, I assume.
Yeah,
Because they're hard.
and I should explain, these things are descending from the sky, so they are still above you. I'll give you a height. They're going to be about 15 feet above you now.
All right, that's fine. Long as they're coming in closer, they're gonna get zapped.
They do
so
seem
it'll
to be
fine.
coming in closer. Okay.
How
Yeah, it'll be
quickly are
fine.
they descending?
They're kind of floating down. They're taking their sweet time, but you're not sure how fast they can go.
Okay.
Mao, 'tis your turn.
I am frightened.
Yes, so you just have disadvantage on attacks, and you can't attack the source of your fear. Or you can't approach the source of your fear.
So I can attack from distance.
Yeah.
Range. Just stand still and
Yeah.
shoot range.
Mm.
Okay, which one were you shooting at?
That one.
Cool. That misses. It flies up towards the creature, but it seems to just pass through some darkness that was like surrounding it, almost like a cloak of its own. God, describing these things.
Words are hard.
Words do not come to me at 10:30 or it's 10:50. Boom
Yeah.
Crash. It is your turn.
I'm just
I've
gonna
heard the source.
maintain concentration on my spell
Okay.
because the cart.
It does not. Oh, does it require an action to keep concentrating on with telekinesis?
I don't.
I think
know.
it might.
No, the concentration doesn't require like.
Well, I
any,
know not the
actions or
concentration,
whatever.
but the telekinesis might require you to use your action to keep using it. In effect, the same target round after round, or choose a new one at any time. When you cast this spell and as your action each round for the duration. So yes, you do need to keep using your action to maintain it on the cart.
Okay. So
Uh,
I'm just gonna hunker and be terrified, and I don't know. That's all I got.
You can move the cart in 30 feet in any direction if you'd like, but that's about all you can do.
Yeah. Then I'll move it to over here, so if it falls or if I lose concentration on it, then it doesn't go tumbling into the acid.
Okay,
Smart.
you start floating it over here. Okay, Peggy's turn. Peggy is frightened. She's going to go over here and dodge into that hole, I guess. Be as she do. Zumasu, 'tis your turn.
So are they flying pretty far away, or how close are
They
they?
are 15 feet above you in their locations.
Will you let me jump into shoot poison spray at them? It's 10 feet. I could jump 5 feet. That's why I'm curious.
You can jump 5 feet in the air.
I think that's the maximum height I could jump based on the strength way this thing works. It is weird.
I'll have you make an athletics check.
Okay. So I'll just get the closest one and poison spray at it.
Okay. With your athletics check that you still need to make.
Yes.
Okay.
20.
So you
Pops!
you leap up into the air, and poison emerges from your mouth as part of your Yanti powers. So it is going to make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Cool. Is that? Okay, it succeeded and takes no damage.
Damn it.
Yep, you land down on the ground again. Unsuccessful. Ostric's turn. Ostric is also frightened. They will fire upon the closest one at disadvantage. What are those things? Oh, that would have been a very good shot.
Oh.
It actually is still a good shot, because it does hit even with disadvantage. So that's going to be... Okay, so Ostric's arrow soars towards the cloaker and lands it square in the shoulder, but it doesn't seem to be affected. It promptly vanishes into shadow and disappears. Okay, Juliana, it is your turn. She is going to try some spellcasting at this point. I need to do the spellbook. Ray of Frost. Okay, she is not frightened, but that does hit. So that is going to fly towards this one that Zumasu was trying to shoot at, and it's going to deal 5 cold damage. And it promptly disappears. Rizzo, I don't know why you're in the initiative. You don't do anything. But Rizzo will go over here near the cart, but try to get not underneath the cart, just in case.
Delicate balance. Yep.
Same thing with Barty. They're going to head over there. Grovel is not afraid. He is going to say, "Everybody, we need to get to solid ground, quick! At least us 4. And then they're going to shoot with their crossbow at one of these dudes. Closest one. That's a hit.
Are the cloakers not in the initiative?
I don't see him.
No, they aren't. What the heck?
Yeah, I was just waiting for them to like go or whatever, and just like, yeah, it's just
Well, I
not
rolled
happening.
for everybody, but every once in a while when I'm rolling initiative, it just doesn't roll. It like needs to finish the last roll or something. Okay, 12. Put you in the appropriate place, which should be right before Grovel. But either way, Grovel shoots at this closest cloaker, and it hits, but it just passes right through it, leaving just one cloaker remaining. It is going to fly over towards, let's see, so many options. I think it's going to fly towards Zumasu, and is going to make a bite attack against you.
Rude. It missed. Oh wait, yeah, it still missed. I thought the heavy crossbow was its attack, but no, it still missed.
Okay, it goes over towards you with its bite attack. As you see its face like rear up, it's like got a weird manta ray face filled with shark teeth. But you manage to parry its blow with your sword. It then whips around with its whip-like tail, and
Misses
doesn't
again.
hit you.
Well, it could still technically hit me, it just doesn't hurt me.
Is that thing gonna get zapped?
No, it's not. Oh wait, it's needs to get within 10 feet, correct?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Then yeah, it does get zapped.
Okay, a dex save throw.
Oh, it's a dex save. I always think it's automatic for some reason. Okay, yeah, it does take the 20 damage. It reels away from the sudden appearance of that creature and backpedals away from it, moaning in displeasure. It doesn't leave Zumasu's space. Actually, it will. It will provoke an attack of opportunity from you as it flies out over here, over the falls. Okay,
An
an
18
18
hit?
hits.
I'm gonna use Smite.
Fair enough.
Not a fiend or undead, right?
It is not.
Okay.
That is a total of 14 damage, which it doesn't seem to dissipate this cloaker. It does seem to finally collide. With a crackle of electricity, Hyronius smites the cloaker. And it's done. Hotch, you poor thing. Hotch is going to attempt a check to get across the river. Okay. They are going to run and leap towards where Boom Crash is, and then try another check. This one's going to be more of an athletics. Oh, Hotch. Hotch.
Seriously, Hotch.
Hotch, I need to move you for a second. Leaps towards the side here, but manages only to cling onto the side. Their legs dip into the acid river. They make partial contact, and they're going to need to make a dex saving throw. Trying to make a jump for it, but... Oh, shit.
Try not to die.
That doesn't look very good.
Hotch takes 18 acid damage as they get their lower half of the body into the acid. It burns! It burns! Somebody help me! Barty, who didn't really take much of an action other than moving, pulls Hotch out and onto the shore. My feet! Amon, it is your turn.
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go approach the ledge
Okay.
and let's do. You know, I haven't done this in a while. Let's just do Path to the Grave. Mark it. Someone hit it.
Okay, it is vulnerable to the next damage as you bring your Curse of Encabulos towards it, wrapping around it as a new cloak for the cloaker, who was already cloaked in shadowy cloaks of cloak. Mao, it is your turn.
I shoot it.
Okay, also let me
A
check.
brilliant move.
Let me check for the, fear thing.
I mean, I haven't moved closer.
It's actually only, a one-turn thing, so you're no longer frightened.
Sweet.
So, that will hit, and you will deal 6 piercing.
Better than
And
nothing.
double.
Oh,
Remember,
it's actually double.
Yeah. So 12. And then I'll use my movement to try and get over to Boom Crash and be in the middle. Start becoming like an aid for others who might fall.
Okay. So are you just there? Okay, that is going to be an acrobatics check.
Button.
Okay, success. You are now on the ledge with Boom Crash. Boom Crash, it is your turn. You...
I mean, I would love to move. So what do I do in order to do that?
For this jump, it's going to be an athletics check because it's a bit further.
Fuck.
Thankfully, you do have people there that could help you.
Yeah, if you fall, I can assist.
Okay, good. Because
Barty and Ostrich and...
I motherfucking suck at athletics.
Boom Crash, you can
so.
ready your action as well for one of their turns or something. Barty has already used their sort of turn to help Hotch.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that sounds smart. Already in action then.
Okay. Peggy is still hiding in a little area. Let's just remove her from combat. Zumasu, it's your turn. Anything?
That thing is too far away again.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. I kind of pout angrily and then just throw a hammer at it.
You're gonna throw a hammer at it?
I'm gonna throw a hammer!
Okay, make a throwing hammer check.
No!
Yeet!
Rah, 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 rah.
Successful yeet. Roll for damage. Okay, 6 bludgeoning. Actually, fairly good. The hammer whips into the thing. and the hammer just kind of falls off and into the acid below.
I just kind of do an up yours motion at it, like, screw you.
Okay, it is Ostric's turn. They notice that Boom Crash is going to jump and helps Hotch to the side and readies themselves to catch Boom Crash if necessary. Boom Crash, do you want to try it?
Yep, let's go.
Come on, I got you, darling. Come over here.
Ha!
Natural 20, which is a
Very
19.
nice.
You leap with a bit of help from Mao to the other side. Oh, didn't know birds could fly, Ostrich says as they pat you on the head.
Ha, ha.
I give him a hug.
You hug Ostrich. You get a bit muddy in your feathers.
I'm really happy about it, though.
The cart
It's
starts to
worth it
fall,
in
and you like spin over towards it and go, oh, and you retain your concentration on it. Juliana steps out from underneath of it on her turn, and is going to, I think she's going to go over here cautiously and do another Ray of Frost. Okay, a 16 hits. One cold. It was a grazing blow. It lands just on the little tip of their wing, gives them a little frosted tip there. It is the Cloaker's turn. It is going to zoom towards Mao through the air.
Oh shit.
Mao, let's do this. It gets a 23 on its bite attack. So, it attaches to you as it whips around your back. It latches its two little fangs like pincers into your neck, and then starts gnawing on your body with its bite. And it gets its name from this attack, and it kind of looks like you have a living cloak attached to your neck as it starts biting at it. Of course, I can see that you are using Hellish Rebuke.
I'm waiting for your damage, so... Oh yeah, because it's 14, so I can...
You do take 14 piercing damage from the attack. It will attempt a dexterity save. Fire bursts out from your form, and is it half on a save?
Half on a save.
Okay, it takes 10 damage. This is interesting now, though.
It's never a good thing when DM says that something is interesting.
Again, he's wearing a shirt that says "Beware the smiling DM." I know you all can't see his face, but
So, after it launches, or latches onto you, your eyes flare with fiery passion as your body explodes out with fire towards the creature, but its cloak sort of recoils some of the fire damage back onto you as it billows outward. You're going to take 5 fire damage, and it's going to take 5 fire damage.
if I'm resistant, does that drop that down?
You take 3 fire damage as we trickle down.
Hell yeah.
Yes, while it is attached to you,
Half of a half of a half.
while it is attached to you, half of the damage dealt to the cloaker is dealt to you.
Fuck off.
It is then going to whip at you with its tail. Let's see here. Okay. It does not have advantage on its tail attack, which is what I was checking. So its tail just whips around uselessly and does not hit you. It is Grovel's turn. Get that thing off of her! It's gonna head over with his mace of spores.
I was gonna make a comment, be like, "You're the closest one, buddy."
It's gonna make an attack, but we're gonna use C's button for the damage, which it does hit. So Mao, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This is for the damage. Okay, so Mao, you take 4 poison damage. It's also going to make a saving throw. It also takes the 4 poison damage. Grovel also has more strength. I will make a button for this next time. So it's an additional 3 damage to what's printed there. So it's a total of 6 bludgeoning damage, which is 3 to the creature, plus the poison. And then Mao, you take another 3 damage. Take that, foul beast! The Mace of Spores collides with the cloaker, and poison comes out of it, and starts getting into your lungs, Mao, as well as the cloaker's.
Grovel, stop. Grovel.
Oh, shit! Sorry, this weapon's a little new, and Hotch is going to weakly crawl into the corner and just kind of do the Peter Griffin, hold their leg, and go, ah, for a few minutes. I'm going to remove them from the initiative now. They've gotten across. Amon, it is your turn.
Toll the dead! Toll the dead!
Alright. I was gonna stop the whole Peter Griffin routine, but okay.
I was going to kill him. Okay, so I'm going to warrant that this damage transfer property isn't applied to this wisdom save effect, because that just doesn't make
That's
sense
fair.
to me.
I mean, I get the physical, yeah.
Physical makes sense. This would be weird.
Yeah, maybe I just wrote it down wrong when I was copying it in, but
Well, also it is necrotic, so the flesh is rotting from inside, so that'll just spread the plague. Either way, I do not care.
okay, it
No.
succeeded.
Thanks.
Okay, I do care now.
Now I care.
Okay,
now
let's
I'm mad.
let's do the bonus.
Spirit weapon?
Yeah, spirit.
Okay, you send a spiritual weapon out towards the cloaker. It misses just by 1. It zooms off into the falls. Mao, it is your turn.
I head over here.
I'm going to take an action to chug a potion.
Okay. You reach into your backpack calmly as the cloaker is on your back.
It's in a side pocket.
Okay. You reach into your side pocket and just kind of uncork a little potion and start drinking it while the thing gnaws upon your neck and is whipping its tail around at your legs. And you end your turn.
I'm trying to see. I have a lesser healing potion. I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
There are better healing potions in the cart, I think, or in Boom Crash's stash.
Right, but I'm not there.
Okay, well, if it's all you have.
I mean, because me dealing damage to it, I'm still going to deal damage to myself.
Yep. You can also try and escape. But either way, healing
Oh.
potion.
I could try and rip it off somehow, right? Yeah?
That would be your action, but you're using your action to heal.
How about try and rip it off instead?
You have healed 7 hit points.
Oh, you already did it. God damn it, Christopher.
You have made this decision.
You made
Cool.
the decision to drink a thing while you're being attacked.
This is like the equivalent of like a bar fight going on and a cool guy just like cracking open a beer while the bar fight's going on around them.
He trusts
More like
us.
taking a
Okay,
Taking a shot while this is going on, and I'm just like, Mao, trust us to finish this. Don't
Boom
worry,
crash.
we got you.
it looks like there is enough space for you to set down the cart now that everybody is across, and the cart, and everybody's gotten out from underneath the cart. I don't know if you wanted to use your action on your turn to put it down, but that's up
But
to you.
does the concentration go away if
It
you...
doesn't, but you could shift your concentration to, I don't know, a creature.
Okay. Sure. That sounds good.
Okay,
Oh, she can pull off the cloaker.
the
I get it.
cart lands on the ground with a little dusting of dust underneath its wheels. You then shift your concentration over towards the cloaker. Shadowy
So
tendrils.
I need to make an ability check versus its strength check. So it's a contest.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So
What is your ability check?
my
It's a
charisma.
spellcasting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's spellcasting. So, This
I think you can beat that.
This looks good. The shadowy tendrils go back to your talons briefly, and then shoot out towards the cloaker and start wrapping around it. And you start pulling at it. The tendrils are like slipping as it goes towards its tail, and it's like wriggling upon Mao's neck as she's like trying to keep herself on this rock. But finally, you tear the cloaker off.
I ask you to pull it towards me. I want to hit it.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you win the contest, you can move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction.
Yep.
Okay. I move it here then.
You move it towards Zumasu as you hold it in your telekinetic grip. Zumasu, it's your turn.
So if it's restrained, do I have advantage or what? How does that work?
It is restrained, so you have advantage on attacks against it.
Screw this guy. 23.
23, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Ah!
Smite?
Yeah, I'm gonna smite.
Yeah, I'll smite.
Yeah!
There it is. Alright,
Yeah!
that is 20 damage. How do you want to do this?
So I'm still just angry this whole time, so as it's pulling to me, I'm just like eagerly looking at it like a pinata, and after I kind of get my sword in there initially, I'm just like, not enough, and then glow of energy and just explodes from where the sword is already stuck into it.
Yeah, Boomcrash pulls the thing towards you with her tendril telekinesis. You stab into it, and then it explodes out with justice and electricity and other strange metaphors brought real by the blessings of your god before it erupts and falls into the acid below. It moans as it dies, and
Thanks, Boomcrash.
is swept down the falls.
I shift my concentration back to the cart.
Okay, sounds good. You then inform them that you only have so much time with this spell, so you best keep moving.
Yep, let's boogie.
Okay,
I drink another lesser potion.
sounds good.
I could just heal you. I wave with my late glowing hand.
She restores
Ooh.
10 hit points with her healing potion that she has expended.
Nobody wants me to touch them.
Nobody wants me to touch them, said the paladin.
It's not the touching part, it's the fact that I have to jump across this bit of acid, and if I fail, I might die.
I get underneath this part of the cliff to help her in case. Oh wait, that's not how the perspective works. Never mind.
Yeah, I understand that the perspective is a bit weird. The perspective is like...
I get it. I'm understanding it now. It's more like one of those industrial design, not quite
Isometric.
flattened.
It's isometric, yes. I've
Yeah.
made the flat ground flat on a plane towards the camera, whereas the rest of it is just an illusion of depth. Meanwhile, Mao and Grovel is going to make some checks. Mao, you're going to need an athletics check.
Not
I
acrobatics.
stand close by so that I get
It's
my...
athletics because of the distance.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Grovel's going to make an acrobatics and then an athletics. Ooh.
God damn it.
Okay, with advantage, Grovel makes it across. You also make it across. So you finally are all across. Peggy pops out of her hole.
Fives.
Is the thing
Peggy,
dead?
where'd you go?
I was looking for another way around, and I didn't find one. Let's keep going.
How come you never get to see me kill things?
I don't know. Anyway,
So
let's keep
hiding.
going.
Alright, so we got a little jumpy spot here.
Let the
Is that-
commencement begin you late.
So this next obstacle technically is there is a lot of acid being splashed up into the air in this area. So I'm going to need you guys to avoid the acid by either just dodging out of the acid mist and splashes of the waterfall. It's like trying to go underneath a waterfall and not get wet.
I have another idea. We're gonna do ropes again. Can we do a zipliney thing?
A zipliney thing. How badly do you want to die?
Well, here's the thing. We got a ledge over this way, so we can do a grappling hook type thing, secure it over here, and then zipline over to this.
Okay, before we get started, who here is fairly badly hurt? Like Hotch is hurt,
Me.
and Ostrich is hurt,
Let
right?
me go touch them. Because I got spell points I don't use for shit.
What's with you and the hugging?
It's how it works. I go give Hodge a pat on the back and he heals 15 hit points.
Thank you, mate.
Who else is hurting?
Me.
I tap you on the back, you get 10 hit points.
Cool.
Yay! Okay, yeah, so how's my plan? Is that an area we could throw a thing?
I'm
make
gonna
it work?
say it doesn't look secure, mostly because
Yeah.
that is there for aesthetic purposes.
Damn.
Because I thought it would look cool.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, how badly is Ostrich hurt? From my
Ostrich
point of
is
view,
bloodied.
Even
okay,
with the 15?
let me heal him first. So let's do let's 4d8 plus. Wait, what? That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. Okay, so that's plus the 4, so that's going to be 16 for Ostrich, and I'm also going to cast the Death Ward on myself.
Okay, sounds
because-
good.
Just in case.
Thank you. Ostrich is looking a lot healthier, and you then ward yourself from death, telling Encabulos, not today. Not quite today. So, your
But soon.
next options for this, unless you'd like to attempt the zip line idea for Zumasu,
I'm
is
having.
the primary check is either a Constitution check, so unskilled, untyped, to resist the acid, or an acrobatics check to dodge out of the way of the acid as a secondary check. Otherwise, you can throw out your ideas if you'd like to do a tertiary check, which is, once again, I would add the hardest check to do because it's not the ideal one.
Hey, is it the save or abilities?
It is an ability check for Constitution, so there's just no skill applied.
Can I take my water skin and douse
Ah.
myself in water before jumping through to avoid the acid? To maybe negate some of it from touching my skin directly?
I'm gonna say that would be a... What type of checks do we have here?
I mean, it would probably still be dexterity, like, to jump through it, avoid stuff.
I'm checking my inventory.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be... I'm gonna say that you can attempt a survival check instead of whatever check you wanted to do, which I think ends up being worse for you.
Yes, I'd rather just do the dexterity-based one.
Okay. Well, Ostrich can also attempt that, I will say.
Gonna be extra muddy.
So, Ostrich douses people in water to contribute to this, saying, that was a good idea, Mao. I will try and get this on most of you to help protect you guys.
Nice. Oh, cool.
So Ostrich's check will be a survival. So, now, I go to my button that rolls a d20 for everybody. Ooh, we got some good rolls here.
Alright, I'm just doing the Constitution check.
Just doing the Constitution check? Okay.
Just doing the Constitution. Nobody else wants to join in my crazy idea.
So C is a success. Amon succeeded, rather. Then we got Boom Crash,
What a failure.
which is a fail.
Yep.
We got Zumasu, success. And then Mao, success. Okay. So then we go through Barty, success. Revel, success. Arch, success. Juliana, success. Ostrich, success. Even though that was a nature or a tertiary check, they also have a huge bonus to that.
Nice.
So that is a success for them. And Peggy, that is a success. So
I keep
only
forgetting that they are like a ranger.
yeah, they're like a pseudo ranger. They don't have ranger abilities. They kind of have like genasi abilities plus some skills.
Not everyone's just assigned to their class, man.
Yeah. Class is a shifting scale. So only Rizzo and Amon failed. But
And
the...
boom crash.
and Boom Crash. Amon didn't fail. Sorry. That was last time. So, there are no ill effects from this next leg of the journey. You guys make it to the other side.
I shield Rizzo with my shield.
Good job. You shielded
Yay.
Rizzo. What are you doing?
There was acid almost on you.
Thanks, I guess. Cool. Okay. At this point, there is another dangerous slope. This one is... Just want to check. Okay, so this one is going to be a climb down. Zumasu.
Neat.
So the primary check is athletics. Secondary is acrobatics.
Does a rope make it easier?
Not really. You guys are expected to be using the ropes and stuff that you have.
Okay.
So you guys are going to climb down. I'm going to do my big roll. Gonna do my little roll on the catwalk.
I'm strong, but I'm still okay with that. No.
Okay, so Mouse
Yay.
succeeded at the acrobatics. So Moss succeeded at athletics. We just need a roll from Boom Crash and Amon. We got Barty success, Rubble fail.
Oh, double
success.
natural 1.
Boom Crash
Oh,
very,
God, no!
very unsuccess. What was I on? We
Not
got
the one with the cart.
We got Juliana fail. We got Ostrich. That's close. I believe Ostrich has at least +1, so that's a success. Peggy failed. Rizzo failed. And I didn't see C's roll. C did an acrobatics, but that is not high enough for a secondary check, so that is a fail. So we have 7 fails and 5 successes. This is a fail. So we are tied up once again with 2 fails and 2 successes for the whole challenge. Okay. We go on to the... Actually, no, we need to do the downsides to this. Okay, each creature that failed their check, you guys like collide with each other and start sliding off of the cliffs. Each one that failed their check is going to need to make a Dex saving throw to catch themselves.
Do they get my help?
Yes, they do. This time.
Yay. That's a good save.
It's a success. And who else failed? Amon is going to need that. You don't need it.
Oh wait, maybe. I was like, Dex things? Yes, please.
I
Listen,
want to make
man,
this
do your
save.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, he did fine.
So we got 2
Huzzah.
successes.
Now for the
Each
NPCs.
creature that succeeded at their initial check. Okay, the second part of this failure involves the cart, which is not falling down the slope, so nothing from that. But those 2 of you are going to take half of the bludgeoning damage. So each of you takes 7 bludgeoning. Just the 2 that failed, which was C and Allie. No, not Allie.
Me.
Boom Crash. It's confusing because I'm like scrolling back up and like, oh yes, there's the other roll. Meanwhile, the cart people are going to need to make this check as well. I'll just roll for everybody again, because I don't like rolling all those d20s. Okay, so Revel succeeded. Juliana failed.
Juliana got +4.
Yeah, but yeah, that actually helps. So Juliana succeeded. Then Peggy succeeded. Rizzo succeeded. So they all succeeded. So they all take half. So each of them is going to take 7. We got Grovel. We got Peggy. We got Rizzo. We got... Who's the last one that failed? Juliana.
Sorry.
I know, you and me both.
Yeah.
God dang it, Juliana. Okay. This is the last bit of this, I think. Okay, at this point, we are hopping across some stones again. The way below looks far too steep for you guys to make it, even with assistance. So we're going to need... Primary check is acrobatics. Secondary check is athletics. As you guys jump across these stones to get to the other side.
Acrobatics is the primary, right?
Yes, it is the primary this time. The rocks are rather slippery, so as you hop across them, you need to make sure that you stay on.
I still go athletic.
Card is floating over, because I accidentally grabbed it.
Okay, I think I did fine.
Okay, so we got... Boom Crash, success. I'm on success. Zumasu, success. Now success. It's gonna tip the odds. Barty, success. Grovel, fail. Hodge, success. Juliana, success. Ostrich, fail. Peggy, fail. Rizzo, success. An overwhelming successful last part of the challenge. That telekinesis spell definitely helped you guys out as far as not taking damage and whatnot.
Woo!
And it also helped during the encounter, because that could have also been a bit dangerous if the card wasn't being controlled in that way. There's a bit more, but there's no... Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. So you guys can climb down this fairly easily, because there's not much acid this way. But there is one last thing that you need to do. This isn't part of the challenge, but you need to get across this length of acid towards the bottom. Boom Crash, you can quite easily float the cart over to the other side just as your telekinesis spell fades away.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yes.
Juliana, how controlly can you use your bat?
I can control it pretty well.
Can it push a button on a rod? Can it carry a rod?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Alright, we're gonna do the thing where we have the bat fly over a rod in the air, push the button on the rod, and then we have a rope we can use to kind of climb across.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hold out my rod for...
Giblet grabs the rod and flies off into the largest span of the acid and clicks the rod in place. You have tied a rope to it, so now you are able to effectively swing across, probably. That's definitely...
I was thinking doing a zipliney thing where it goes over the
What's with
exit
you and
point.
zip lines?
Because zip lines are easy.
So what are you attaching the...
So actually, this is where it becomes important. What's the geography of the area beforehand? Because I was thinking we have it floating above the exit perch, and then we have the other piece of it tied off to something higher than that.
I begin swinging across.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
While you're planning all of this, I'm like...
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there's not much else to attach the rope to.
Okay, so we just got a swingy swing then.
The problem with ziplining is that you already need to have someone established on the other side.
Yeah.
It's not like Batman where you just point a line and it just automatically connects. That's the
To
big
be
problem.
fair, we have the rod for the exit point. We needed the starter point to establish a spot.
So then the last person will still have to swing across, no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that just...
Which actually wouldn't be bad. That would be less checks. That would be...
Okay,
That's
I'm starting to
difficult.
see how you want
Yeah.
to do this.
So
Do
one
you-
person having a risky check would be better than having a bunch of people taking a risky check.
So, you could probably attach the crowbar, I'm assuming that's what you're trying to do, because that's what you
Yeah.
said before, somewhere up
Mhm.
there on that cliff face.
Yeah.
And then Giblet can have the thing in the air over here,
Yep. Like at a nice enough level that somebody can, clear it without worrying too much.
So, how much rope do you guys have?
I has my 60 feet. Anyone
Okay.
else got rope? I'm gonna hope we
I
got
probably have like 45 feet because I think some of mine got singed.
Okay,
Do I
that's
still have
60
rope?
feet. So, with the tying off, you probably just need like a little bit more, like 10 more feet of rope. Do you guys
I
have
have a
10?
rope ladder.
Interesting.
What?
I don't know why.
Well,
but I have a rope ladder.
you can take your time and take off the. You can disassemble the rope ladder and add a bit more length to this rope.
No, don't bother. I have a 50 feet of rope. Just use mine. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Okay.
And now all somebody needs is just something to zip line across, pirate style, and that should be pretty easy to find anything from a mace to whatever. Just gotta
Okay.
keep it right.
At this point, it will probably be. Let's do an athletics check from the most athletic person with advantage to put the crowbar or python or whatever you're doing into a stone structure deep enough that it can hold your weight. Who is the strongest?
Not me.
I have 15. What about the NPCs?
Grovel has +3.
Gravel's stronger than me, goddamn.
Yeah,
Can I
well,
assist him with it?
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
Grovel will attempt this check.
Does it help if I give him a hammer?
Sure. It won't help
Okay.
mechanically or
Okay.
anything. It helps role-playing wise. Oh wait, this is a saving throw. Herp derp.
Holy shit, I was like, oh god, no.
Okay.
Eh,
12
eh.
athletics. Are they not proficient in athletics?
Yeah,
They-
that was my question.
They are.
Okay.
Man, Roll20 just hates things that I do. So that's +3 to that. So that's a 15.
Okay.
We
That's
hate the
not
things
bad.
that you do.
I know, man, I know. So you guys are up here. Grovel has attached the thing up here, and then we have a nice little.
Got my zip line.
Okay. I'm sure you'll be happy for this. Okay. Time for acrobatics checks from everybody. Let's take turns. Who wants to go first? Seed takes their whatever weapon they want.
I will go last.
Okay.
Wait, but the last person has to swing.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's good at that.
Okay.
She has expertise in acrobatics. Okay, I'm on. You start slipping down the zip line. But then you lose your grip. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay, who's going first? You guys say as Amon takes their staff and gets onto the zip line and starts slipping down promptly.
Yeah, this is not encouraging.
Hey, it was either this or swinging.
Okay,
I'm glad that I went first.
Amon, you are completely submerged in the acid water, and since it was not partial contact as it was before, it is the full wrath of the Venom Falls.
Let me just drown here.
Oh god damn it.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths, Amon.
Fuck.
Get it in the lungs.
You take 34 acid damage. Okay, your turn's over.
Oh.
Anybody else want to try something?
I'm gonna try. He's over there.
He's over there.
Okay, I have a question. If it's a zip line, why is it somewhat acrobatics if you could just hold on? Wouldn't that mean more strength based? The argument is there's one thing to keep your balance so your landing is nice, there's another thing to just make it across. And I'd be willing to take damage from a fall just to keep sure I was on the rope.
I'm going
If
to
that makes any
just
sense.
go on the logic that this is a Cirque du Soleil type thing, and I'm going to call it acrobatics.
Yeah. But this is primary check then, right?
No, this is no longer part of the skill challenge. This is just you getting across. And Amon has taken their turn. I'm allowing each of you a turn before he continues to take 8d10 acid damage.
I'm
What
gonna
would you
try
like
and
to
get across. I'm gonna try and get across then
Okay.
to help him.
Okay.
You yell, Amon! And then you get up there with like a whatever type of tool you want to use. Preferably not the longsword, maybe.
I got hammers. I'll use a
Okay.
hammer.
I just don't know how many hammers you have left, man. You throw a lot of them. Okay.
I already threw one.
I mean in the course of your life.
Okay.
Make a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
You land on the other side, near where Amon is. I'm gonna say that was your move and item interaction, so you have a bonus and an action left.
Okay. Can't move. What spells? What spells? Give me.
Sure. The rest of you consider what you want to do.
Yeah.
I can cast telekinesis and lift him out and up.
Okay. You can use your
That
other
might be
spell
good.
slot to cast telekinesis. Your tendrils whip out, almost leaving your tendrils this time to get to the distance. But it plucks Amon out of the acid.
Put me back in.
Amon, do you want to resist?
No.
Please
no.
Okay.
Don't. Don't be that dude.
He thought
You
about
just-
it. Okay, you are plucked
Well, if I-
out of the acid,
Hey,
and
if I resist, I won't be that dude at
Yeah.
all.
you were dropped graciously on the other side by your host. Anybody else for their turn?
I'm gonna try and do an acrobatics across, I guess.
I'll help whoever's trying to come across if that's possible.
Okay. It's not really possible.
I can help.
But I
catch-
mean,
help catch them.
double 20s don't really need it.
Okay.
Boom Crash soars through
Boom,
the
baby.
air like a flight bird, as opposed to flightless bird. Okay, Mao is standing at the ready and starts shuffling these people on
Yep.
towards their ways. Juliana, let's do you next. You're dramatic if you die. Let's do.
Oh my
I
Athletics.
have
god.
a spell slot. Well, actually, no. I can maintain concentration and
Can.
shift it to other people.
Juliana slips halfway through. Ah!
I shift my concentration to Juliana.
Okay, you do so and drag her off to the other side. I'm gonna say make an Arcana check as you. No, it's a spell. You just do it. You just do it. Okay. At this point, we're mostly continuing this for coolness factor because you can literally telekinesis everyone across individually. Now, do you want to try and do it on your own?
Hell yeah. Then I also get to keep the crowbar.
Hey, that was mine.
You're gonna forget about it, maybe.
Well, I can't get it unless you bring it. Oh no!
I got
I
you.
still love it's a natural 1 as a 13.
Oh my god!
So Mao, you start sliding across the zip line, but your tool slips and Boom crashes at the ready. But then you grab with your toe and like start spinning around the zip line as you plummet towards the other side of the waterfall, spinning like a barrel roll around the zip line until you land on the other side.
Is 13 the passing number?
I said it was 10 in my head, so
Oh, okay. So even though I failed horribly in style. Okay.
yes.
Well, it's more like you careened into the landing. Did she stick the landing though?
She stuck the landing. The crowbar lands in the acid behind her.
Okay,
That is
damn
the result of the natural one.
That's fair. I lost my only crow.
You've also lost 30 feet of that rope.
That's fair too. I have 30 feet of rope now.
Okay. You guys finally land on the other side of Venom Falls. And Mortimer is whimpering far above.
Mortimer, just fly.
It leaps into the acid and dies.
Oh my god.
You resummon Mortimer moments later.
See, I told you could fly Mortimer, and I pat him on his belly.
This is
Okay.
like animal abuse.
Don't trust Dan with animals.
It's different. This one can be resummoned. Also, there is a type of animal that can apparently fly, but I don't think you'd be cool with that.
Okay,
There's a giant bat mount, but I don't know if you'd be cool with that.
there's a giant Batman.
Bat mount.
Oh, Batmount. I was gonna say, I've heard of the other one. Okay. So, you guys made it past Venom Falls.
I finished writing my letter to Maria. If I could just get that off real.
Yeah, sure.
Before you die.
Yeah. So, as we're getting just back in the car, and I'm just kind of like doing that old Abe Lincoln style Civil War type thing. I'm just okay. So I wrote it down. Dear Maria, the days seem to meld together, even with the dangers and oddities this journey brings. Escorts are more difficult to deal with than I remember. From traversing high cliff faces, crossing dark caverns, fighting back monsters and brutes, it's hard to say if I would follow this path again. I face monsters that can change humanoids' forms, living fungi and one-eyed seers. Unfortunately, it seems as though venturing back will take some time, as making the way back even seems dangerous. Still though, I think my companions and I are growing through this experience. And then, just a few requests. If it is not too much to ask though, I have some minor requests of you if you'd be so inclined. For one, if you wouldn't mind filling me in on the basic goings-on of the city, any big news would be appreciated, as I am, well, under a rock, literally. And time is kind of wonky here. Secondly, if you have the chance to check on the development of my keep and winery, I would much appreciate it. I want to know how Priam is doing. She was the squatter I turned into the guard, but she didn't seem happy with the arrangement, so I just want to make sure everything's okay. I understand if your nightly duties keep you from any of these requests, but either way, it is always a pleasure to hear from you. I hope the world is treating you well, and that any troubles you face are well within your exceptional capabilities. Your dearest Zumasu.
Okay.
And then send it off.
Message sent. Scroll rolls itself up and sends off a little magic mote as Cecil's face holographically winks at you and twiddles their mustache before disappearing.
Ugh.
Worst.
Everybody hates him because he's the worst.
He's just like, I'm just gonna take advantage of all of this stuff. Advertisement everywhere.
I really want to know what date it is because I don't think we can keep accurate time down here. So I hope she does that next time.
She does get back to you the next day. Actually, wait, did we?
Hold on, guys. I'll be right.
Sure.
Okay. Did we what?
I can't remember if we're on a which movement we're on. I think we just started moving again.
I think that was the case because we had rested before that.
Okay, then I'm just gonna keep traveling for a quick tick. Okay. Natural 20 on navigation. Grovel goes, or Party goes, I think we're supposed to go straight here and not left. Good call. You guys go to the left way. The right way instead of the left way. Fork. You go west. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. At this point, go for exhaustion.
Always the fun check.
Only Juliana and Rizzo are exhausted.
I laugh at
Back.
Rizzo.
What am I doing?
Rolling for exhaust.
I laugh at Rizzo.
Haha, idiot, you got tired. Okay, so now we just... Okay, nobody is exhausted, weirdly enough. I think you guys are invigorated by your success, somehow.
Somehow.
Okay, we carry on then.
Walk off the pain.
No encounters.
No. Oh wait, that's a random action one.
Success. Okay. Then we can go for exhaustion again, I guess. Only Rizzo and Juliana are exhausted. Okay, now Barty is exhausted.
That's not good.
Yeah.
We rest
Yeah.
after this. Number.
And Zumasu is exhausted.
They laugh at me.
Juliana also has 2 things of exhaustion. The DC has gone up to 12 now.
Oh, snap.
Okay,
we
yeah, we
outside?
need a rest.
Yep, and I'll just roll for a moment. It's a check, but either way. Either way,
Pretty good.
I'm on success. So, just mark off that you guys are exhausted, because this may... Well, let's see if there's an encounter first. Actually, we need
Oh,
to
no.
see travel first. Okay, no encounter during travel. Oh. Yep, and successful navigation. Cool. So now it's time for rest.
I'm setting up an alarm on my pipe.
Alarm on your pipe.
Yep, with little bell and string.
Okay. Gotcha. So during this rest, you set up an alarm system tied to a string on your pipe. Okay. A new message eventually comes from Maria. Maria explains that she would love to help, but her next leave isn't for at least a month, as there's still a lot of work to do around the fort. But she does tell you the date, which I will gladly get to you next time I count a bunch of hexes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's more so just in-game time thingy.
It
Roughly.
has probably been about a month, I would say, on average. That's just a guess, though.
Okay.
It's probably definitely been like a month. Okay, so the other thing during this rest, I'm gonna need Mal to make a perception check. Peggy is at it again. Okay.
She's so good at hiding underneath the goddamn freaking cart. She should be able to hide here.
Oh, it didn't add her appropriate roll, but that's still a fail. So, Mao, you are awoken in the night by the sound of Peggy. You open one of your eyes and kind of like see her heading towards the pipe. It looks like she's noticed the system and is like using some scissors to like cut the thread that's attached to the pipe. Would you like to do anything?
Throw a rock at her head.
Okay, make an attack roll. You vicious little animal.
Do you want me to like roll for attack with like my bow and arrow? It's not exactly a weapon.
Yeah, you're not proficient, so just make a dex or athletics check or strength check. You throw a rock near her, and it pings off of like a rock nearby. She looks over at you and just tosses the scissors down and storms off.
Mm-hmm. I take the scissors. They're mine now.
Okay, another failed attempt by Peggy. At this point, Journey, y'all are interrupted during your rest. So, what you hear... actually, hold on a second. Let's find out if you do hear. Roll a little me dice.
Is this gonna be a perception or are you doing passive?
I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you do hear something. Let's see who's on watch. Go left to right. D4. Mao, it is during your watch, sometime after Peggy tried her thing.
God, never getting a good night's rest.
And who else is on with you? That is Rizzo on watch with you.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys are a bit startled as you hear a distant noise. It sounds like a roar. It echoes off of the canyon walls. Something is coming, and quickly.
God damn it.
Okay, time to go wake people up. Quietly. Make sure they're quiet. Is there rumbling on the ground?
You do
Or
not
is it
hear
just the
rumbling.
sound? Okay.
Should
so
my
maybe it's
lizard
not
make a
that.
perception?
Well, you've already heard it,
Okay.
and you are being awoken, so
Okay.
it can if it wants, but you are doing this. So Mao, you go over and Rizzo starts waking people up as quietly as you can, and quickly as you can. I'm gonna call this a dexterity check. We'll call it a dexterity check, untyped, to see how quickly you can get these people into action. Okay. Rizzo's having a harder time like getting people up, but
Just slap them. But, like, make sure you cover their mouth.
trying to be quiet, she says, before she finally just fine, and she just starts slapping people. Mao, you get the idea, and start waking people up. Just start telling them to move and move. What do you guys want to do? You have 1 round.
So I can't. My armor's not going to be on.
That is up to you. I thought you had a thing for your armor. Like you had a system for your armor.
Do I recover my spell slots?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I make a quick perception check to see if I can see anything down the tunnel?
I down my shield.
You can attempt this, yes.
If I wasn't on watch, though, I have the weaker armor on, so the armor's not as high.
Mao, all that you see with your perception, you're keeping your eyes peeled, but you're also like peering down into the ambient, caustic lighting of the caverns. Something is coming around the bend in the cavern ahead.
How big does it look?
Well, what you see is the shadow of 2 giant bat wings taking a downstroke as it goes around the bend. It looks huge and flying.
We need to back up against the wall and try to not move.
Okay, I'm gonna need everybody to make a stealth check as quick as they can. Grovel says, "What about the cart? Do we have a way to hide the cart?"
It might not care about the cart. It might just care about us and eating things.
Listen, we have to protect
Hey,
this
I got
cart,
a natural 20.
if possible.
We can't protect it if we're dead.
At this point, Grovel is going to attempt a
Oh my
personal
god, Grubble.
check.
I'm looking at him like, get away from there. And I'm gonna cast darkness around the cart.
Don't
Okay.
do that. Don't do that. That'll draw attention to it, won't it?
Do you want to still do it?
Don't
I
do
mean-
it.
I mean, there is no light source for it,
Right.
so
I
But
feel
every
like
time we
it
do
would-
that,
no one would
things-
even notice what
things-
it is.
Yeah, but every time we've done that, things have seemed to notice that something's up.
Things that are
From the
intelligent.
arts.
We don't.
I'm gonna
things
need
that
an
are
answer
intelligent
from
into
Mao.
daylight. Yeah.
I won't, but I'm just hiding up against the thing, and I'm trying to get fucking Grubble up against the wall.
I'm gonna command Grovel to hide. Fuck it.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's good because Grovel is trying to get to the cart to try push it out of eyesight.
And that's gonna make noise.
Yeah, and it's gonna probably take him too long. So he's gonna make a save.
He'll be pissed, but I'll be like, it was for the safety of everyone. 15 DC.
Okay, that is a fail. So Grovel is going to be commanded to hide. Grovel is gonna go hide.
Grover will remember this.
Gonna roll for everybody to make stealth checks.
Did we get our spell slots back, by the way?
Yep, this is towards the end of the long rest. And Boom Crash, you get your spell slots back on a short rest, so they're way back. Okay, so even though a lot of you did really well on your stealth checks, there is not very good place for you to hide on this side of the cliff. Some of you duck into the crevices that you can. Some of you duck behind the caravan itself before what comes into view is a huge winged reptile covered in dark black scales. It beats its massive webbed wings and looks to be covered in spines with 2 forward curving horns upon its head.
Fuck off.
It is actively scanning the canyon below it before it locks eyes with the caravan and starts swooping down low.
I'm gonna say this is an intelligent creature.
And that is where we will cut it off for tonight as a black dragon hurtles towards you all.
Awesome.
Oof. This is a yikes moment.
Yep. Alright. Cool beans. Well, congratulations for getting over the waterfall successfully and defeating kobolds. Good job on that.
They were annoying.
We will see you all next week. Is that working for everybody? Next week is the 17th.
Good
Yeah.
for me. I
Oh.
think it will be probably like the weekend after that, or after that it starts getting tight because of the holidays coming up.
Okay, well, we can consider taking a break the week after next week then. But for now, we will see you all. Thanks
On the
for
17th.
thanks for coming out to watch the Dorkvision stream. It will return 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And have a good one. Good night,
Woo.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.